It's the Bob and Tom Show.
All around the country and coast to coast. People always say, what do you like most? I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. I always tell them I like toast.
Very nice.
Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! I get up in the morning about 6 a.m. Have a little jelly, have a little jam. Take a piece of bread, put it in the slot. Push down the lever and the wires get hot. I get toast. Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! Now, there's no secret to toasting perfection. There's a dial on the side and you make your selection. Push to the dark or the light, and then if it pops too soon, press down again. Make toast. Yeah, toast! When the first caveman drove in from the dregs, didn't know what would go with the bacon and the eggs. Must have been a genius, got it in his head. Plug the toaster in the wall, buy a bag of bread, make toast. Yeah, toast! Oui, monsieur, bonjour, coquette. Oh, croissantez-vous, Maurice Chevalier, Eiffel Tower. Oh, oui, Marie, baguette, bonsoir. French toast! French toast! In Chicago, we're on the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah, toast! Toast.
Oh, hello. Another starts the day like a nice piece of toast, huh? What do you like on your toast? Marmalade? Yeah. Jam? Jelly?
Butter. Strawberry jam to me.
You know what the difference is between jam and jelly?
You can't jelly your
That's
finger.
a piece of toast.
Wait a
on
minute.
our
No,
ass.
I forgot what it was.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, no. It's you can't hear anything? I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I think it was plugged in over here, I thought.
Oh, I'm good.
Testing,
I got my own
testing.
controls.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys just fine.
Oh, you
I can't hear me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Oh, I guess your girlfriend
are
must
you guys
call.
jealous?
We can hear you.
I can hear you just
But I'm
fine.
all right, good. Okay.
We had a couple of technical changes in the studio.
Huh.
Had a weird thing just happen to me.
Tell me all about it. Don't leave out anything.
Well, you'll see how this ties into the show.
Okay.
I was at a coffee establishment.
Yes.
Purchasing some delightful
That's
coffee.
weird.
And that wasn't the weird part. The people in front of me were asking about water beds. And
They were
yes.
Asking who about waterbeds?
Did you slip into a time portal when you went into the coffee?
It was Deb, Deb, the dark-haired, breasted one. And
the dark hair.
Are we talking about a lady that works at the coffee shop?
Yes.
Oh, I've never been there. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope I'm not Deb.
I know.
Boy,
Good luck. Hey, breasted one.
Heavily. In any event,
Oh.
the larger point is she was talking to the guy that always has the shorts on and the bad haircut. And
She's never been there.
Never been there.
oh, my,
Once again, Tom, your memories aren't any of our memories.
No, my mom used to do this all the time, too.
and then but the point of the story is they were going back and forth, and then she said, do they still make water beds? And then they said, hey, Tom, did you ever have a water bed? Now, I never did have a water bed.
But you said I know people who did.
But I did have to house sit
Yeah?
for a guy, actually dog sit / house sit. Mm-hmm. And he had a water bed, which I had to sleep on once.
And hated it.
Oh, God, they're awful.
That's your opinion. I've had
There's
two.
something happens with my
Love
body that I unnaturally sweat when I sleep on a waterbed.
Yeah, it was. There's.
I don't know what the deal
First of
is.
all, there's a lot of sloshing. going on, number one.
Depending on the
Number
mattress.
two, if there's any kind of romantic activity, it's like you've got a defense.
Were you had a girl over while you were house sitting?
Yeah, you don't know. You've never made love on a waterbed.
Yeah, you never had any road games.
He's never made love. Let's start there.
He's done it a few times.
He's had intercourse and made babies.
For the purpose of this argument, let's just say there might have been romantic activity of a solo nature. The point is,
Okay.
I know the
There's
guy
a lot
that
of sloshing. Yeah.
it was the guy that hired me and Bob at WJML's place. Great guy, Mike Benson. Mike Benson.
The flamethrower.
So in any event,
Million watt station.
So it was 100,000 watts.
Yeah!
Hey, we
Number one in broadcasting.
we
I don't know why
entertained.
you left.
We entertained deer and moose all the way up to Canada, heavily across the UP. I want to say hello to our friends in the UP.
Flamethrower.
Point is, he had a waterbed,
Yes.
and
He did. General manager of that. He didn't have anything you want.
he was the program director. I'll let you know.
Whatever, yeah.
There's a lot of things over there.
Oh, God, he did it all. Yeah.
Somewhat short of stature, but in any
What the
event,
hell does
Christy,
that mean?
It is very funny. You're just telling a story and you feel the need to give a detail that attacks someone. Same with the
Yeah.
breasted, same with the bad haircut.
He's done nothing but attacked everyone since the story started.
that's because
You know, the big-breasted one. I feel sorry for her.
I don't approve of waterbeds. is
You
my point.
mean Deb?
Yeah, he didn't name her. or
I'm
anything.
like, hey,
Yeah.
Deb. Wow, Tom was right. I'll have
Well, yeah,
God.
your order's going to be messed up tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know.
hope so.
I didn't say there was something wrong with that. The point is,
That's not oat milk.
Oh, hey.
the point is, that was my only waterbed experience. But they were asking, do they still make them? And I think they do. But
Yeah.
there used to be, we used to do commercials right here.
Waterbed warehouse.
Yeah.
Heck
Waterbed
yeah.
Wait a minute, they do. I don't think they make them.
I think they do.
I bet they don't.
But now, do you remember this? When you'd look for apartments, they would have. She'll remember this. There were things you could not have a waterbed if you lived on the second floor. They were very popular.
Very heavy.
And typically, the people who had waterbeds also had bad pot. They would purchase by. Do they still refer to something as a lid?
No.
That was the big thing, right?
I had a waterbed and I never smoked pot. Neither did my first husband.
Well,
People did enjoy a waterbed without being.
If I were a cop and you had a waterbed, probable cause.
You had. Hang on.
You mean back in your younger,
Back up on that.
back in your
I
younger
didn't.
single days, you never had
Did you
any.
have a car? Did you have a car?
Yeah.
Did it have a trunk?
Yeah.
Okay, I rest my case.
In your young single days,
In my young single days.
you never had any road games?
On a
Waterbed?
waterbed.
No,
Really? Wow.
no, I did not.
Ace, were those? Would you come across one of those quite often with the ladies back in the day?
Yeah.
Nice.
But no, Christy, you're the one that had a waterbed.
Yeah, I had one when I was married the first marriage, and then when I was on my own, I bought a baffled waterbed, which had baffles in it, so it didn't move as much, and it sat on the floor more. It was not as.
I heard they named that the baffle because it was baffling anybody bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's called waveless.
Yeah, we need to find out who the people were that conned America into buying those for a while, and
I'm telling you, you
get
can't
them working on peace talks or something important.
Stop making them. I don't know what they use old waterbeds for. But
Babe, I can get you in a waterbed today. $1,977.99.
$2,000?
Yep.
2 racks?
Yep.
Holy
Really?
hell!
Yeah.
And then, Willie, you had questions. The last time we talked about this, you wanted to know if they filled them at the store.
Here's what I'm going to say. The last time we talked about that, first off, it's insane. First
That's
day
my
back in a long
favorite
time.
story
You're bringing
ever.
this up right at the top of the show? You're pissing me off immediately.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, we talked about waterbeds for like a half hour, and then while we were talking about them, someone mentioned how heavy they were. I assumed that they weren't filled up at the store, but then I asked, well, how did you know how heavy they were? Were they filling them up at the store? I implied that I knew it was crazy as I was saying it. And then for weeks, dumb Willie doesn't know how water weighs. I would go to a show, they go, Willie, don't you know physics? Don't you know physics? It's basic physics, Willie. I'll get fired up. I'll scream right now.
Will you at least back me up in the fact that Deb is substantially...
Shut your mouth. No, goodness no. I don't want to attack Deb.
She's lovely. No, she knows that she's...
I would say that. I'm fine saying Deb's lovely.
Okay, there you go. Very sweet woman. But yeah, wasn't that a weird conversation to overhear at a coffee shop first thing in the
Well,
morning?
you can go back and tell Deb she can find one if she'd really like to get one online.
Man, I miss it when you couldn't hear. These hearing aids are going to get you in trouble. You shouldn't be listening to conversations in the wild.
Did you have your hearing aid on in the
I
coffee?
could hear them just fine.
All right.
It was a nice morning.
I think
got
when you're
some
being
delicious
nosy,
coffee.
you can hear them. I think
It was
that's
a big no. They asked me if I had ever had a waterbed because they knew I'm from a certain era.
well. They won't ask you anything ever again.
Okay, well.
When you're at Starbucks, do you also shake sugar packets like you do here to get people's attention?
No, I don't put it in. They don't have the right kind anymore. Some corporate fascist eliminated the.
Shouldn't Starbucks have every kind?
They should, but they don't.
Well, if you're talking about corporate fascist, do you mean poison control? I think that's probably
Yes.
what that got in there. Yeah. And they said, hey, we can't have this anymore.
They
I know, because, they found that mice that were fed at a steady diet of nothing but that stuff had a problem, but we'll see. In any event, good morning. Hope everything's going okay.
Good morning, Deb.
Giant heat wave.
Bless her heart.
Heat wave hitting the Midwest, which is going to be an educational bit this morning. We have something I'm sure you've never heard of. We talked about this last night at dinner, Willie.
I saw this yesterday, too, and thought, well, that makes a lot of sense.
I'll surprise everybody. I'd never heard about it.
Me either. And I'm a farm girl.
Yeah,
kinda.
so we're going to learn something about
This corn thing, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The corn thing?
okay.
The corn thing's taken over the sports world, too, and I don't
Is it
care
really?
for it. No, it's a new, I don't know who started it, but I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it.
I, too, am skeptical of all of a sudden, after all these years, this has hit the news.
Yeah.
Well, you'll hear about it. It's a corn thing.
Oh, you're going to hear about it.
Right. Also coming up this morning, we have Bubble Man in the news.
Hey, Bubble Man.
Hey, what are you doing, Bubble Man?
Remember Mr. Bubble?
I do.
Well,
Loves
I've
Mr.
been out
Bubble.
of work since then.
Oh, man.
Yep, I'm looking for
I
a new
love the
gig.
bubble. You seen the Bubble Guy?
Bubble
I have
guy.
seen the Bubble Guy.
Hey, Bubble Guy.
Bubble Guy's in a little bit of a trouble.
Well, I got another bubble pregnant.
Oh, no.
Buster Bubble.
Is that why you've been whispering to people, hey, do you have a needle?
Possibly. I might have. Yep.
We'll hear about Bubble
I got to
Man.
stop coming in when I don't feel 100%. That's all there is to it. Yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
Want a couple shots?
I might. Yeah.
Okay, we
that
can-
might be.
Also, we
got
have
enough liquor in this
we have a prostitution and high school football meeting.
Finally.
Yeah.
Keep those kids motivated.
You can't just give that headline. You need to explain
Well,
something.
there's more coming.
Part in that.
Okay, well, we'll clarify all these things.
Tonight on a very special Friday Night Lights.
Hookers.
Holy.
Okay.
Jeff Oske's son is here this morning. And I don't know if you saw him. He's in the. I'll ask him if hookers at his school would keep him motivated. If he,
That's a good idea.
you get straight A's, you get a shot at Elaine.
Such a weird name for a
It is a weird name.
I'm thinking
A plus, you get a flash from Deb.
setting records for great. Hey, let me tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. That's right. I did the research on this. It's been a decade now. And I've trusted Simply Safe to protect my compound for close to 10 years. The level of security and customer care is incredible. I sleep better every night knowing Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me. And if someone tries to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. Exclusive LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents act within 5 seconds of receiving the alarm. It can even see and speak to intruders inside the home, warning them that police are on their way. You can have the same peace of mind that I have and so many of our listeners experience. And we've got a great deal for you. Simply Safe offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off a system. Just visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer, 20% off any new Simply Safe system for your compound when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the NFL chain gang in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker?
I didn't tell you guys. I put my brothers in a bit of a dilemma a couple weekends when I was fishing. Yes, we were all in line.
You're adopted?
When you are part of these, I'm not.
Okay.
When you're part of these fishing tournaments, you go when you're registered, you can go and buy shirts at this big event type
Right.
thing at one of the one of the loading docks. And so there are hundreds of people in line to get their swag bags and all this stuff. And there's some people walking around with petitions. And one guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hi, I'm a third-party candidate. I'm running for president. Will you sign my petition just to be allowed on the ballot? And you're not voting for me, of course. You're just..." And I said, "Sure." And he goes, "You're registered to vote in Missouri?" And I went, "Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm not. But my two brothers right here are. They'll happily do this." And they kind of looked at me like,
"Oh no!"
And I knew what I was doing.
Now they're on a list. They're going to get
so they went
letters from Gus Hall, the head of the Communist Party.
Jerk.
So they went. So they looked at me like, "We're going to kill you." And so, but. The guy goes, "Hey, I just want another option out there." And I went, "You know what? I'm all for that. My brothers will happily do this." And my brothers go, yeah, we'll do it. And so they sign up and what's your name, email address, your home address. So they fill out all this stuff. And I'm talking to the guy. I go, "So are you getting a lot of signatures?" And he goes, yeah, things are going pretty good. And he's a middle-aged man, normal looking. He looks at me and he goes, "I'm a telepath." And I went, "Oh, is that right?" And he goes, "I speak to people through the television." And he's dead serious. And my brothers have already signed up for this guy.
Now he's got their email.
I go, "You speak to people through the television?" He goes, "Yeah, I watch TV and I can talk to other viewers." He goes, "March Madness was huge for me. I got a lot of college kids. I got into their heads and I told them about what I do, and they're very excited." And he goes, "Thank you guys so much." And he walked off. My brothers
I love normal guys that look normal that are completely insane.
That wasn't all he said, though. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. And he walked off. I looked at my brothers. I go, "That man has your home address."
Yeah,
They were furious
TV
with me. And I did feel, at first I was like, "Oh, this is kind of a funny thing to do to them." And I do feel bad.
So now has this guy been sending them stuff? Like,
I don't know if they've been watching TV.
Yeah, why does he need their address if he can just go into their homes on the television?
If that happens next time, would you please ask if you can do a selfie with the guy?
That's crazy.
I'd give anything for them to go home to them. "Hey, how you doing? Remember me? I was out at man. Hey, what's going on? You got some nice plates here. Nice.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, "Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn." Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering. And he paints on the canvas and it's all scratchy. And he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But Bob, you're doing it right today. That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning, rise and shine, up and at 'em. Wake up, sleepyheads, rise and shine.
Good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful... Bob and Tom in the mornings. Get up and get it on. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Bert Kreischer is our guest, a distinguished comedian.
Both my girls are going to college. We're taking Georgia to college on Wednesday night. The next Tuesday, we take Ally to college. And then it's me and Leanne.
Yeah, empty nester.
And I have no idea. If I knew I was going to spend this much time with someone, I would have married a dude.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Christy Lee's here at the Silac News Desk. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello. Coming up later today, it'll be Ally Breen with Sexy Time. Ally, by the way, is now a participating member in good standing of a certain website under the name ALLIB. You'll find her on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also, of course, available for your questions about romance. And we'll be answering some of those coming up later in the show. Right now, it's time to review some of the things you might have missed on yesterday's show.
Yes, that's right. Can you, as this is playing, Tom, can you get a handle on the volume over there on this? Can you turn it down a little bit? Do you know what knob it is? Just a little bit. Any day. Well, I think it's too much. I think
that's good.
Never mind. Is that all right?
I guess so. I don't know. I didn't realize I was controlling that.
Now you know what I had.
You're the one who told me yesterday it was your volume now.
No, they told me to leave all these where they were at all times.
Leave them where they are at all times.
Yeah. But you don't have control. I thought you had an override on
Well,
Oh, no, you got it now.
Okay.
if you were to put something in front of Tom, wouldn't you say, just don't touch any of this?
I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. That's probably true now that I think that through.
So I didn't realize. Okay, I'll be more attentive.
Doesn't that bother you that people say these things about you?
Not at all.
Just don't let him touch anything. Don't you feel like you have a certain dividend to pay society and being a functioning person?
No, I'd rather have others do things for me.
Yeah, but they make such allowances for you. You don't really. One could say you don't really pull your weight at all. You just exist as You're something to be overlooked, and
it's good to be the king.
An anchor on humanity.
Why are you the king? You don't do anything. Why does that happen? You have been the king.
Boy, that happens with kings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think it would happen with me as well.
You think?
Oh,
You go loopy, and they all make all these allowances for you.
well, you know what? You know who it happens to the kings who know they're going to be kings.
Oh,
They
yeah.
start young in the royalty, and then they go
Born into it,
Sure.
if you will.
Like a Simba type, if you
They don't quite know the outside world.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think the king was bending over, picking up dog poop, and had a cell phone fly into it last week.
No.
I'm surprised you haven't hired 3 people that you met at dinner last night to help you with walking the dogs.
One for each dog. Did you get a new phone or did you clean the one you had?
Oh, I gave it a thorough cleansing.
like in the sink. What'd you do?
No. I have
Put in a toilet, couple of good flushes.
this stuff here. This is some kind of cleaner.
And now, Willie, your dad has a lanyard for his phone.
Oh,
so
yeah.
can't
Have you
drop
seen
it.
that?
What?
Yeah.
This way. I can't drop it into the
He
door.
wears
what?
it around his neck.
This is good. I always thought you should be a belt loop phone guy,
Yeah,
the clip-in thing.
yeah.
But the lanyard, that is a really good practical idea for you. You look insane.
Yeah, I wanted to get one of the things that goes on your sleeve, but Kelly nixed that idea.
Like the runner's sleeves?
Yeah.
That would be impractical. Why would you want that?
Again, walking the dogs, just having the freedom of... But
Well,
yeah, the lanyard thing's cool.
Nobody sees you when you walk the dogs,
It's not a
though,
matter of
right?
being seen, but... Oh, you see your point.
So,
See, the Tom I want to see more of is, hey, Kelly, I'm thinking about getting one of these arm sleeves. Oh, that would be ridiculous. Oh, yeah? Watch this. And then you get one and put it on. That's the Tom.
yeah.
And I don't think it's going to do you. I think.
Yeah, why doesn't that carry?
I don't know.
Why doesn't one of us losing their minds and having to miss work because you drive them crazy? Why is that not given any sort of weight like Kelly is?
Proximity.
Sex.
Well, now, we can talk about the sex part.
Proximity.
That's on the table.
There's certain aspects of. Yeah. I like my new lanyard. It's very
But
nice.
see, I don't think it would hurt you in the sex department to go, oh, you don't care for it? Well, I love it, so I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
I think
stand up for yourself.
There's in the back of her head. Oh wow!
Yeah.
This guy knows what he wants.
Practically, the armband it'd be pretty good during sex. You could change the next podcast to listen to while you're doing it.
Yeah, the lanyard's going to smack her in the face.
You're conflating.
Oh,
never mind.
Oh, you like that? No, you should hear what Michael McDonald just said in his autobiography.
He met Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Very, very good.
That was fun, yeah.
Move on.
Speaking of Tom being insane and everyone making allowances for him, Tom carries Crayola magic markers in his car. He hates crayon. And I don't know if he had them in the car when you were a child, but evidently he carries them everywhere he goes now.
Yeah, we had a box.
A box of
when we go to breakfast together, the girls always have.
You bring the magic markers.
I prefer the whatever I call them magic markers, but they're just crayons have always been. They're not solid enough. Now, we had crayons in the news because Crayola has trademarked the scent of their crayons. I didn't know you could trademark a smell, and you can, apparently.
Yeah, and the ones that we found were really bizarre.
Yeah.
And
like
obscure.
they smell in a Verizon store.
Huh.
I didn't.
What?
Yeah.
I know exactly what that is, though, as soon as you say it.
Oh, you
Really?
do?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
picture
a trademark scent.
Just that kind of clean. The carpet just got clean this morning.
Huh.
Yeah, it smells kind of chemically.
darn.
Kind of nice, though.
I don't remember. I haven't been in the Verizon store for 15 years.
I don't think I've ever been in one. I'll have to go in
there
just to
last
smell.
week.
Well, that does explain.
I was in there last week getting a new glass thing for this one. I dropped it.
Oh, new protector?
Yeah, the new glass shield.
Oh, you dropped it when you dropped it in the poop?
No, that didn't break it in the poop. The poop was a separate dropping. That's why I got this thing, because I keep dropping my phone.
Oh, well then, yeah, you should, good investment.
And the folks at the Verizon store, very nice.
How many times? Yeah, how many times a day? You know why they were nice? Because here's the king. We have to make allowances for him. Oh, this poor man. He doesn't know.
I tip.
Wherever
He's here again. He got a
Tip
lanyard.
the Verizon guy?
No wonder we're getting asked to tip everywhere.
The larger point here is they have a special smell in their store. And again, I didn't know. I think it's just weird that you can trademark a smell. I guess Play-Doh has theirs trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good smell.
Maybe I'll trademark my farts.
But don't they change? The smell changes.
I'm going to trademark all my farts.
I like this voice.
Some weirdo.
Just harassing some lady at the patent office. Listen, lady, Crayola did it. I can do it, too.
You have like 80 giant books where you're keeping track of your farts.
I know they have candles for everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do they have a Crayola candle? That would make more sense, I guess.
That's what I figured it was, because that's like there's wax melts. It kind of all fits in.
They have a Play-Doh candle?
I mean,
maybe. I don't know.
That's a distinctive smell.
I always love that smell. And I'll tell you what I'd like to know. And I've mentioned this many times before. The movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the famous scene where they pass out the mimeograph paper and the students all smell it, which is completely gone in life.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great smell. I always liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how about the smell of Sharpies?
Eh.
You don't like that?
Those
Not
take you to the
really.
moon, though. That's
Yeah, give that
a high.
big huff. You know, always tell the Sharpie huffer they have that Hitler mustache.
very inappropriate, incredibly funny.
I swear I haven't been doing that, Brian.
Sieg Heil, Brian.
Look at this beer.
Put your hand down. Put your hand down. That's a bad look.
I've got to rewatch that movie. What's the movie that has the famous chase scene with John?
Rat Race.
Rat Race.
Yeah, John Lovitz.
That's as funny a scene.
For all of that to come together into that punchline is
so
pretty
funny.
incredible, yeah.
I've got to rewatch that.
When he walks through the casino and just puts the one last score. Oh, the amount of acting that goes into that is so funny.
He's great. He's fantastic. I'm sorry. We're back to yesterday.
Pat Godwin's recording Stuck in the Car with You at the Static Shack. His intended is not very happy about the song, I guess. I don't know if that explains his absence today.
It's a song about being trapped with your girlfriend when you're having a fight and having to drive together for 8 hours.
I don't know if it's all that. I just thought it was he's in a car and he's trying to make her laugh.
Yeah, with his girl.
I don't know.
But it's based. Pat told me it's based on like 10 different experiences. You can only imagine
according
how
to
angry.
Tom, it was when they had a fight, is what Tom's saying.
That's because of what Pat told me.
Yeah, 10 different fights with different people in cars. And his current girlfriend is upset, thinking it's all about her, and it's not. It's not. It's about.
Tom, your thoughts? Okay.
Most recently, he was in a car for 8 hours with you, Dad.
Trying to help
by lying.
Yeah, maybe it's about
You think you're helping by doing that?
No, remember the story we had last week or 2 weeks ago about the guy? I forget. I guess they were going to couples therapy.
Yeah.
And what did she let him out of the car, then run him over allegedly?
Yes.
Yeah.
You never ride together.
Yeah, we got several emails going. Yeah.
No.
The first rule of what do they call it? Marriage counseling. Go in separate cars.
Exactly.
Okay. Sorry. Back to you, Chuck Padine.
What are we talking about? Oh, we talked about artificial intelligence and those things that help us in our homes where you call them by names. We can't do that anymore. Evidently, we had...
police show up yesterday, Willie.
Tom accidentally called 911.
I was...
And how it didn't...
I was giving an example of, and I won't say the name of SIRI.
Yeah.
And I said, the question was, when you're using things like SIRI and what's the other one?
Alexa.
Alexa.
It sounds like you're spelling out treat in front of a dog right now, by the way.
If you say people, the story was, I forget what 20%.
You're going to be polite to your
25% of people
device.
say, hey, SIRI, please call so-and-so. They say,
thank you. And
please, thank you.
Got to be nice to it.
Right.
But what was it, 10% of people curse at it all the time?
Right.
We were just discussing this, and all of a sudden my phone started ringing, and somewhere along the way it thought that I had suggested calling the 3-number emergency line, and there was the police came over here.
Well, because he didn't answer it because he was on the air, and
We
if
had
you don't
police
answer
in
that number, then they usually send
We
someone.
had the po-po in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It was very nice to know that they
they were great.
wanted to come check on us.
I offered them coffee, and
Yeah, they were very polite.
didn't want to come in.
Well, we knew that the crazy man was there, so we figured we better come check.
We received several emails immediately saying that their version of this had also activated.
Within like a
got a
minute,
text.
we caused chaos.
Yeah.
And barely said anything. It was crazy.
We're just doing a news story.
Yeah, it's just...
It's kind of like what your father just did for Pat and his personal life. Trying to go
Causes chaos everywhere he goes.
She's going to ask him, did you hear what Tom said this morning when you were sick? Yeah, that's going to happen.
I have a feeling Tom's going to walk in tomorrow and just go, no Pat today. Oh, why not? He's dead. he was stabbed.
Do you think there's anyone out there that listens to this show and they don't even like it? They just want to try to ruin your life somehow? They just want to email people, get you in trouble, just call you out for things you said?
Well, the thing that you find out is we all know this. Every one of us in this room has experienced this. It's not that they hear it. They hear it secondhand.
So context is completely obliterated.
Yeah, someone walks up and goes, hey,
did you hear what
Andy
Chick said this morning?
It's a telephone game.
Andy, did you hear what Christy said this morning?
Yep.
And, it could have been about Josh or something. And
yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, but...
I didn't know you had scabies. What?
Josh, you have scabies?
Shut up, Chick. Now everyone knows.
Call the police.
Yeah, see, this says 40... This is really an interesting survey. 40% of Americans believe that our past behavior toward AI or Alexa or Siri
those devices
will be taken into account in the future, which I think is hilarious. That 40% of people believe that someday it's when the machines take over. Well, Christy was nice to me, so we're not going to eliminate her.
God, I hope
They just believe that, and they're not horrified at that notion.
No, it's just the way things are. We better
accept it.
March in lockstep. That's our problem.
Does it seem odd to you guys that I've never used either of those things? I've never used Siri.
No, I've never used
Siri's very handy when you're driving.
Yeah.
But I lived in a place with an Alexa, and I hated it.
If I could buy a phone without Siri, because sometimes she'll accidentally come on or whatever, I would choose to not have her. Actually, and you know what? Make that an option.
I think you can
turn
her off.
Charge me $50 less, and I don't even get the option of having Siri.
Well, first of all, it would be $50 more.
You know what, though? I think...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they would do that.
You might need the jitterbug. Maybe
you don't know how close I've come.
Just you make phone calls.
Yeah, but I like the video, being able to send pictures and videos.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the jitterbug naked?
Oh, the dance?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't know.
Stop asking dumb questions.
I don't know what the jitterbug is. I don't think.
It's
gosh.
a 50s
Is it
swing
the-
type dance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Charleston.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
that is the
that is
Charleston.
No, but
yeah.
I used to be able to do it.
No
Jitterbug?
points for me identifying the Charleston after what you did for a dance.
Very good. Yeah, I went to
It was very good.
Thank you.
Mrs. Batzer's dancing school.
Yes.
What? You went to dancing
Once
school?
again, your memories aren't our memories.
Yeah, when he was
we
like
don't know
12.
Mrs. Batzer from
Oh,
my
it was
butthole.
it was a it was like a
charm school.
pre-cotillion white gloves.
Of course
Right.
it was.
Oh, it was
All the
hilarious.
Griswold children did it.
Sure, it wasn't just the gloves that were white.
Yeah.
And by
Right
the way,
before the oil painting, when you're 9, we have you be a little gentleman.
there was the gentleman of French descent who was I guess the career was that or hairdressing
the
in those
only,
days.
yeah, it's the only job he could find.
That sounds like a very old lady trying not to say gay. Instead, it's just a you. Oh, there was a gentleman of French descent.
He was very,
he's
a very fun dancer.
hairdresser.
No, those were different times.
Yeah, you could call people names.
but we did do the jitterbug and the
Wow.
box step.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Box step was one of the first things you learned.
Box step is a basic.
Yeah, foundation, if you will.
Foundation of all dances.
The larger point here is
God, I wish I was on another show.
now, Christy, did you have your Willie? I think isn't your answering thing in a foreign accent?
Yeah, my Siri is an Australian lady. I like it. It's she's charming.
Oh,
No, mine's not. Is yours
a Sheila, if you will?
I think mine's British, but I very rarely use it. But
It'll mess it up though. My autocorrect now it'll put like a U in favorite because that's the Australian way to spell it.
Oh, really?
the newest thing I've done is that when I plug my phone in to charge it, the phone says "Thank you, chick."
You like that?
I'm very excited.
Oh, I like that.
I like that a lot.
Could you get it to say thank you, Mr. McGee, sir?
No, I don't. No, see, that's something you would do.
That's what I want to do.
I got my phone to call me Funkmaster Flex for a while,
Yeah.
but now whenever I go to the Apple store, it says this Funkmaster Flex's AirPods, and now it seems silly and dumb. So don't make it call
And if you
something
don't have
silly.
an ID in Funkmaster Flex, it's you play hell getting packages.
It's embarrassing.
Hey, where's the Funkmaster playing? I understand you got a gig in Chicago this weekend.
Where's the Funkmaster playing? Yeah, I'll be at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago Friday night.
All right.
That threw me off so much.
Funkmaster.
Coming up, we do have in the news in an odd way at one of my famous extensions.
What?
Well, I'm extending the topic to include this. We will be hearing news from some songs from two funk masters. How about that?
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm really excited about that. And we have some interesting stuff coming up in sports. The chain gang in
Leave
the
them
NFL.
alone. I'm glad. I can't take all the people out of the NFL.
Well, we'll find out what that's all about.
What are we going to play for that? Are we going to play That's the Sound of the Men or
Working
Pretenders?
on the chain.
The chain gang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, two good ones.
Yeah, those are two good ones.
What if we played the Chainsmokers and then my dad's head would explode because he has to listen to EDM?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
We got Oasis news,
Yeah.
the band.
Well, it's
we'll
been
see.
announced. We'll
Yeah.
see.
It's a
been
year
announced.
away.
A lot of
No
time.
way.
No.
It's
That's
been-
the news?
It's
Yeah.
been a lot. They've got a lot of time to
Yeah.
throw punches.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I by the way, it just,
He said what? Oh,
I'm
kill
waiting,
him.
I'm waiting for that Dana guy from the UFC to be the promoter. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, Josh is sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com. By the way, a special edition of the Sidekick desk today. We have an all-new Sidekick desk today for Josh. It's very impressive and really affects no one listening. But
It sure doesn't.
But we're going to talk about it.
yeah, we're going to underscore that today. I want to talk about my buddy Steven Singer. He's a dog guy. That's right. He's got that beautiful dog, Buddy. And
That's a compliment. He's a dog. Call him a dog.
He's a dog. He's my guy. Steven Singer's a great guy, and he, Chick and I know the origin story of Steven. He was a high school kid, got a part-time job, started hanging around jewelry, and really liked it, and ended up making it his life. And he just loves great, real, natural, earthborn diamonds, and is an expert. And he started a store on his own, and is a self-made guy. And it's because he's been doing a great job for all of these years. And if you're interested in some great jewelry, perhaps a bracelet, a necklace, lots of cool stuff. And, of course, he's always got those special seasonal gold-dipped roses. By the way, you could get one right now for a nice birthday gift. The larger point here is you go to IHateStevensinger.com and check out all this great jewelry. And he's famous for his 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee, plus fast and free shipping. I said free shipping. When's the last time you got that? And if you don't like it, send it back. You're going to love it, though. IHateStevensinger.com. Real, natural, earthborn diamonds, like I said. From a jeweler you can trust. One place, one price, every day. IHateStevensinger.com. No gimmicks, no weird stuff, no, hey, it's a special 2 for Tuesday. No. Just straightforward. IHateStevensinger.com.
But tomorrow night's Thursday night, and that's ravioli night at Steven Singer at 4th and Walnut in Philadelphia.
In the bizarro world. Thank you.
Come on by.
IHateStevensinger.com. Coming up, cool NFL stuff. We have fascinating news from the world of dinosaurs and big news in the world of gravy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Well, there he is. We're going to be joined by Randy Feltface is joining us.
May we call you Randy, or do you prefer Mr. Feltface?
No, I'm very happy with Randy. Let's keep it informal.
Sure.
Yeah. Mr. Feltface. Randy Feltface. I detect a slight accent. Where are you from?
I'm from Australia. I'm from all the way on the other side of the planet.
I see.
Yes. It's so exciting to be here, though. Look at this beautiful studio setup you've got.
Isn't it something?
It's very nice.
It's fantastic.
Thanks for dressing up, wearing a tie. You look good.
Thank you. Yeah. I thought I'd wear my little vest this morning. Am I looking at you, by the way? I have no idea.
Yes,
great. I've got you. I got you. Fantastic.
Very dapper.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Randy Feltface is a touring comedian. Do you mind if I ask some personal questions?
Please go right ahead. This is what I'm here for. I'm here for a scoop.
Are you a single man?
I am a single man. Yeah, very difficult to have relationships on the road. I am constantly on the road. I tour all year round. So my only meaningful relationships are with the people who work in the Delta Sky Lounge at LaGuardia Airport. They are.
That is a nice one.
That is pretty much all I got going on, my friends.
Do you use the dating apps?
I don't use the dating apps. No, I'm not on the dating apps. I find when you're only in town for one day, the investment in planning ahead. What am I going to do? Get 4 cities ahead? Try to hook up dates? No. I generally just walk around the streets, just screaming for attention.
You move well. I'm sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm quite the mover. This is yeah. You should see me. Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, look at this. I've got all the moves. You should see me with a katana at a Monopoly game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you is it fair to ask this? Do you have a type? If I were to ask your friends, hey, listen, we were talking with Randy Feltface. Is there a specific type of,
Nah, not picky at all.
Really?
No. Again, in town for 24 hours. I'll take what I can get, really. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
How often do you get back home to Australia?
Well, I've been on this particular tour just for a couple of months. So, I was there for December, January. I was there for the Christmas period.
Nice.
And then, love the Christmas in Australia, the hot, summery barbecue weather. Very different to here. Very different to here.
It's all backwards.
I know. How about that crazy southern hemisphere, am I right? Anyone who's with me?
Yeah.
Who's with me in the morning?
Anybody?
I know.
Now, who are...
I'm actually here to audition for the show. I feel like I could be a permanent fixture.
Sure.
If you got any news stories, throw me something and I'll just come back with some wacky quip. Okay. What do you got for me?
We'll call on Miss Jessica. You got a news story?
What do you got, Jessica? Come on. Don't let me down.
Officials in New Mexico announced that the state produced more than 53,000 tons of chili during the last growing season.
Wow.
Meanwhile, New Mexico's governor signed legislation that established the sweet smell of green chili roasting in the fall as the state's official aroma.
Oh, roasted green chilies.
So those
You have official aromas?
Apparently.
State aromas. Okay, call in on WXFTP. We're getting calls on, what radio station is this? What's the call sign?
very many. Just keep going.
Oh, there's too many. There's too many. Oh, it's syndicated. I've already failed the audition. Call in with your favorite state aromas. Come on, that's got to be a call in waiting to happen.
What is there a national aroma in Australia?
White squirrels.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
The great thing about my mom's bridge club was she would make delicious desserts for the ladies.
Oh, she didn't have the Brock's Bridge mix? That was always my favorite.
No, she'd make apple pie. She'd make apple tarts.
Oh, she was amazing. Yeah.
I forgot about bridge mix.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother used to have that.
Man.
Did you ever bang any of your mom's friends in the bridge club?
Come on, man.
You know you
fess
did.
up.
No,
Did you at least think about him while you were learning about it?
Who was the oldest woman you slept with?
Can I write down the joke I wanted to?
Hang on a second. Who is age? Just the age.
A gentleman never discussed.
Oldest woman you slept with.
Or how many years older was she?
Than you.
Was it an old whore?
Flat out.
I want to apologize to the members of my mom's bridge club if any of them are still alive.
I didn't say they were. I didn't say it was them. I said it was you probably employed a whore.
That is completely false. Oh,
So
God.
you never had sex with someone older?
I never normally do this, but I would like to partake in one of your
Excuse me.
women of ill repute. If you don't mind.
Excuse me.
Who's the oldest?
Ruth,
Venmo
I understand you're quite good.
Do you have a Millicent on staff or a QR code?
I understand this is a cash only proposition.
I just returned from the haberdasher.
Does this include the tip? Or probably get a lot of tip jokes, I guess. If you want more than the tip in, it costs
my
extra. I get it. I know. Did we get back to Bridge Club?
It
Okay,
was a
bridge
whore.
club.
Well, I know it was. I could tell when I hit on something. You banged an old whore.
That is
Like a
just
sailor
not
on
true.
leave.
When you were 18, 19.
You learned about
And
love.
she was 30.
It's all lies.
She kept saying,
No, she was like 58.
it was like Brighton Beach. Get over here and let mama hug you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Over here, honey. Yeah.
kiss mom.
A young Jonathan Silver.
Stick your tongue out for mama.
Gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick,
Yes, Ace.
what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope?
I don't know what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope.
The kaleidoscope.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Clues Hall.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, including me. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. If you're still using TP, dump that roll because wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down. And there's Tom. Hello,
We had a great conversation yesterday with one of the Dude Wipes dudes. Learned a lot. We found out about Dumpkin Spice, their special edition wipes. And I was really surprised that Dude Wipes was at 50-50 usage, men and women, but was it 70-30 with respect to the ladies buying more Dude Wipes?
Yes.
But we have some fun stuff. Cool origin.
They have
story.
one more hole than guys do. So they have to use more.
Okay.
Really?
That's my theory.
That's weird.
That theory is wrong. The larger point here is...
Isn't there...
You have a hole at the end.
No. Oh, I see. The urethral slit.
Hey,
What happened?
no name calling.
That is just...
I don't dab the end of mine.
You don't clean that out?
No, guys don't.
Oh.
If you are with a guy,
self-cleaning.
He cleans the end. That's weird.
Yeah. If you've got a guy that's taking Q-tips, and, you know, what Q-tips are for is for detailing boobs. I like to say. We are completely... What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah, if you get a chance, go watch the YouTube interview. It was really fun. Yeah. Plus, yesterday, we had a great chat with the guy that wrote the book, about Aaron Rodgers. Just really, really interesting. You could get a chance to talk to Mr. Rodgers and found out about, what was the name of the summer camp he ingested? Ayahuasca?
That's right.
Ayahuasca, very good. You got it right.
The whole
First
thing about
try.
that, yeah. Would you ever do that, Willie?
I think so, yeah. But I'd want to do it in the proper setting, like kind of like he did. You got to go to like Peru or somewhere. I don't think it's really for me. I've had buddies that did it, family members that did it and loved it, but
I could never do
weird.
that. I could never
Well,
do
we
that.
know that you couldn't
First of all, I
do
would never
that.
go into some cabin, especially in some foreign country. God knows, I've seen Deliverance. I know what goes on. I don't want a guy telling me in Portuguese to take my panties down.
Hey, Deliverance happened right here in good old America, all right? I don't want to never forget
Plus,
that it occurred here.
No
Those
Wi-Fi.
weren't foreign weirdos. Those were domestic weirdos, good sir.
No Wi-Fi. Ingesting some drug that's going to make you think bunnies can fly. No way.
Any idea how long a ayahuasca trip lasts?
I think it's like 48 hours.
See, that's my issue. If I'm drunk and I don't want to be drunk anymore, I get
Freaked out?
Yeah. So if I can't do anything about, like, oh no, I don't want to be high anymore. Well, you still have 24 hours. Oh, jeez.
And you're in the middle of some forest with pythons and spiders. No way.
That is a very scary element to it. You know what? Now that I think of it, if there was like an ayahuasca clinic in St. Louis, then I'd give it a shot. Way less scary.
The way things are going, there will be.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Why?
No, medically supervised. I guess it's not. Yeah. It's not for me, but. I mean, I can only stand so much self-analysis. Can you imagine being me and doing that?
It's a lot of like puking and crying and then, deep self-analysis. It's not like fun like going to a Fish concert. It's very serious.
Right.
But so I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Self-analysis. When have you ever undergone self-analysis?
That's what I just said. I don't want to be any part of it.
Oh,
You know what? Maybe if it lasts 48 hours, though, maybe it only feels like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
I think part of it feels like 10 minutes and part of it feels like weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to think about it.
Yeah, so, in any event, I highly recommend the book. It's, what is it called? Out of the Darkness?
Sure.
I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers' book.
Yeah.
You'll find it. You don't need the title or the book number.
It was
you can get it.
very much appreciated that you gave him the book. My husband is so excited to read it.
I'm going to do the audiobook like Chick's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Get off his ass and buy the book.
Now, that reminds me.
That's what I'm doing.
Coming up.
Thank you, Josh.
Coming up tomorrow.
I bought it, so yeah.
Maybe this won't piss him off. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to be interviewing Joe Theismann.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love talking to Joe.
I'm toying with the idea of wearing my Theismann. I might wear the Theismann jersey just for the interview. I'll
All
bring
right.
it in.
Please do. That'd be cool. I love talking to Joe.
I'm sure he won't be bothered by that at all. Hi, Joe. How are you? Oh, it's Joe. Hi, Joe.
I already have my dumb question all set for him.
Well, let me hear it so I won't suffer from shock.
As you know, in an effort to populate the world with dogs, I have a third dog now, Dungy, named after the great NFL coach Tony Dungy.
So you're going to ask him if that's a cool name or not?
No, I'm going to ask him if anybody's ever walked up to him and said, "Hey, Joe, I named my dog after you."
Oh, this is the same. Yeah. Okay.
I bet people have.
Sure.
Of course they have.
They could call the dog like
My
Theismann
dog's
or-
sort of named after me. We
Joe.
told you this.
Yeah,
We've been over this.
Okay, well, I want to talk to Joe.
Okay.
I want to talk to Joe, not you. I like talking to Joe.
Well, that's hurtful. I don't know why.
That is hurtful.
Where were we? Oh, we talked about there was a preseason game between the Packers and the Bengals a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was. And Kevin Harlan, one of our favorite play-by-play guys, you know how the camera goes around and he was saying what a beautiful night it was with the Packers and the Bengals playing, and he saw a lady in a cheese bra.
Yes.
Oh, some B-roll in the crowd type.
Yeah, and the lady in the cheese bra in the crowd. There she is.
There
Willie.
she is, Willie. Look at that.
That's a lovely gal. That's a lady. She could change my life.
And there's Kevin.
Yeah, she could
Harlan.
also change your tire.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Cincinnati, a beautiful night and all.
Excuse me?
A beautiful night in Cincinnati.
And they're wearing yellow cheese dresses, too.
Yeah, they got the tutus.
Skirts,
yeah,
I guess.
sure.
Yeah.
She looks a little like the bumblebee girl from Blind Melon.
A little bit. bit.
Grown up.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Wow.
That's a fun gal. If I show up at the bar after the game, me and her, we're flirting for sure. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to try to spin her around a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah, show her a good
Well, if
time.
she made those, we were talking about how she needs to sell them immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheese bra.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that someone has
Nice
to
Velcro in the back.
has to have picked up on that in Green Bay. That's hilarious. And it'd be very funny for a guy to wear them with the tutu, a big stout fellow with that look.
Hey, I mean, that happens at football games all the time, doesn't it? They're big dudes, shirtless and painted up.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
Now,
Whatever happened to the guy who wore the big top hat and it came down over the top of his...
You love this guy.
I love this guy. The torso, his hat would come down past his nipples, and from under his nipples, and his belly button would be the mouth.
Right.
And there would be
And I've
eyes
seen it where
underneath that.
it comes just above the nipples, and there are eyelashes on the nipples, so that it goes to the eye.
That's good, too.
Yeah.
And he'd dance around just like that. I guess he can see out of the giant top hat.
Right.
That, to me...
Is it like a Yosemite Sam hat? I'm a little lost here.
No,
It's a tall Lincoln top hat.
like a top hat.
Top.
Yeah.
It's so big
Stovepipe.
it goes over his shoulders.
A cat in the hat-esque. Coming up, we have NFL news. We have Bubble Man. We have drilling into your skull.
Oh, that's good for you.
And no smoking signs. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
His joke of the day.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try this with.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. Sure, it'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
Dip him, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are we gonna dip
You gotta dip him.
Yep. These ones down, maybe? Is that what they're doing? Or is that just a hello?
Bugs Bunny to oi. There he goes. Yep. You scream like a little girl. Scream like a junior high girl.
That's all. Yeah, those two little bastards.
Now, before we let you in, I got a couple of questions I need answered.
That was unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. That was incredible.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. I knew they were at the bottom of it. Well, I made it. It's really, yeah, you can't stop staring at those two little, there's two hooks. And that's, so you want to hang on to something.
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's
I got you.
But no Houston?
no Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all that noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there. Houston. Oh, there. Houston.
I wish we did all of a sudden a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. That's so. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Hello there. Houston.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative of future results. Consult with your financial advisor.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk, and here is Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, of course, the NFL season just around the corner. We have some NFL news momentarily, but I want to warn you, you got to get ready. You got to get your thinking cap on, because once again, we're going to allow you to make some picks every week. And as a result of those picks, you could find yourself visiting Steven Singer Jewelers, because we're going to give you a shot at a $500 gift card each week from Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. We had a lot of fun with this last year. The way it works is you'll make your picks, and you don't have to go against the spread. And then whoever is our big winner also gets to pick against Chick McGee with the Shoein' of the Week. This is very exciting. We'll give you more details as the season gets ready for the kickoff just around the corner. So we certainly look forward to that. Speaking of sports, why don't we move to the sports desk, the Dude Wipes sports desk, featuring Chick McGee.
The U.S. Open is underway, and Naomi Osaka has defeated Yelena Ostapenko in straight sets at the U.S. Open. First victory over a top 10 opponent in more than 4 years.
Was this tennis?
Osaka is a two-time champion at Flushing Meadows, but has missed time in recent seasons because of mental health breaks and while having a baby. Her victory over 2017 French Open winner Ostapenko marked the first opening round matchup at the U.S. Open between two past Grand Slam champs since Serena eliminated Sharapova.
Was that Serena Williams?
5 years ago.
Tennis player.
Yannick Sinner has overcome a poor start at the
Can we
U.S.
get some
Open.
normal names in this thing?
Yannick Sinner? No, not
so crazy.
normal enough.
So crazy.
So crazy.
No, I have a technical question.
NFL owner.
Remember when you used to watch this and all you'd hear were the jets taking off and landing? Did they have some kind of microphone thing that's eliminating?
I don't know if what you're saying ever is accurate.
I believe Tom.
I don't. I know it was
used
a
to
problem at the Mets games, but I don't think it was ever a problem at the U.S. Open. Maybe it was. I just never have noticed it, and I watched it for a long time.
Didn't it move inside?
No, they don't.
stadium?
They don't go inside.
I was wondering if there's some kind of microphone thing that they have for the.
You know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to say. Yes, they have a special filter on the mic. It's called an FA42.
Well, I would like one of our engineering friends to clarify that for me. Thank you very much.
All they had was the FA40s and 41.
They may even be able to shut off the mic, essentially, and then just pump in some so-called room tone, just crowd noises, and then go back to it.
Well, that's what you get with the FA42.
Oh, it does that for you.
It does it for you.
Oh, it has one of those gates on it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good to know. Thank
remember
you.
the FA39s? That's how we came up. But now the 42s are.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm not sure what FA.
Don't you wish you had them back at the time?
Oh, I wish.
The things you could have done.
I'd have punched Tom in the head for an FA42, but no.
Speaking of old technology, we have a bizarre news story this morning involving the no smoking signs on airplanes.
Oh, okay.
I bet.
It's
ridiculous.
It is, yeah. When you hear what they had to do.
Bizarre story.
It is. I agree with them on
It's
this one.
bizarre.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
More ridiculous
You know
than
what
bizarre.
the word bizarre means?
Of course.
In this case, it means...
If they changed the sign to a living organism, that would be bizarre.
That would be.
Yes.
That would be.
If
That
they
would
just
be
took
bizarre.
the signs out and put a different colored light there, that's not bizarre.
But if they had to pull...
This better be something.
If they had to pull planes out of service because of a no smoking sign, that would be, okay,
No.
extraordinarily stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Okay,
it's not bizarre. You're right.
I use the word bizarre to tantalize.
How about this for bizarre?
I use it just for markets. I'm off to the bazaar.
Is this bizarre? On Sunday, NASCAR Truck Series driver Lane Riggs won his first NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at the Milwaukee Mile. However, that didn't grab headlines like his post-race celebration did. Riggs, who's 22, got on the top of his truck and started pumping his fist, and then all of a sudden went down. He grabbed his shoulder and winced in pain and tried to get... That's right. According to Riggs, he said, quote, "I dislocated my shoulder pumping my fist. I was celebrating so hard.
Wow.
It hurts like..." And I don't know when Lane Riggs, I don't know what year he was born, but this is a direct quote. "I was celebrating so hard, it hurts like a mug."
Oh, I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah.
Hey, mug.
Like a
Wow.
mug.
But hey, it was worth it. It's not the first time it's happened to me.
That's amazing.
But it ain't going to slow me down. He's evidently celebrated and come out of socket before.
Just doing the fisting thing?
Yes.
There's been an injury like that since Maplethorpe hit Cincinnati.
I did it.
I don't know what percentage.
Now, that was a fisting injury.
Have you ever thought to sit back and look at what percentage your comedy came from Maplethorpe? Because it's got to be at 40%.
Oh, yeah, well worth it.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be 40%.
Yeah. Did you see the end of the NASCAR
Did you read
race?
the Patti
that
Smith
crash?
book about what? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not a fan of her. Sorry.
It's a pretty well. It's got Maplethorpe all through the book. That's why I thought you might.
Is Robert Mapplethorpe still with us?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
What's the matter? Because I was going to talk about NASCAR next.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Commentator Lee Diffie, and I can't believe this is happening, but he's just now taking over NASCAR for NBC, and he's my favorite announcer
He's
of all
been
time.
in racing forever.
But it's he's starting to, because who did he replace? KA or RA, Rick Allen or somebody like that. He replaced somebody.
Lee Diffie's great.
But Lee Diffie is from Australia, and he was the one who called the races during the Olympics.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's very good. Well, apparently NASCAR fans are having trouble because he's not from America.
That tracks.
They're taking exception with his Australian accent.
And I got it because I hated the woman on the Olympic coverage.
Yes, you did. That's why I'm mentioning
with
it.
the whatever she was, Australian or New Zealand, whatever the hell she was up there. Why can't we have an American at least host the American show? I don't know. That's completely hypocritical of me. I understand it. But yeah.
Did she at least know the sports though? Because when Kelly Clarkson was hosting, I love Kelly Clarkson. She's great, but I didn't get why she was there. Even like Peyton Manning, I love Peyton Manning so much, but he's not an Olympian. Or
I think and the ratings were way up. I think it's because when they have guys like Snoop Dogg and the guy with the clock, what's his name?
Flavor Flav.
Fizz Jones, whatever the hell.
Fizz Jones.
Fizz Jones. Flavor Flav. I was close.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Who's Fizz Jones?
I just made that up. The point.
I love that name. Can I use it?
I do think that's really cool. I just thought
you want an everyman there as well to play the part.
That's all good. The accent thing. That one woman on NBC really bugged me. I just didn't understand why there wasn't a qualified American to do that. Hosting that. She was the host.
Lee Diffie is an American Australian citizen. I mean, I don't understand.
I like Lee Diffie.
Plus, he did.
I'm saying,
are you sure he's an
IndyCar?
American? Are you sure he's an American citizen? Can we
I'm
look
pretty
at
sure.
his paperwork?
Sure.
we don't talk American, I'll tell you that much.
You sure don't speak American.
I saw that Hawaiian birth certificate. Fake.
I saw that Hawaiian birth certificate.
This is kind of NBC's. It's NBC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of should have known better. You get a hardcore American-sounding person.
Well, but he's a great race.
I totally agree with you. But for branding...
Their NASCAR mom and dads is a thing because it's a thing.
Yeah, for branding, don't you get the most American-sounding person you can?
Red, white, and blue. Yeah.
The guy kind of speaks kind of code.
What kind of?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
Do we talk code? And I've totally missed it.
Just a real thick accent.
You guys are like me. You guys all watch the Major League Fishing events. So when they have JT Kenny, he sounds like a fisherman. You want that voice. You want that.
One of these guys. Right? Take
Similar,
this.
not too far up.
Yeah, ring
a little higher up. But
ring his neck. Yeah. That's right.
And they talking code all the time. Well, there's plenty of cheese out there this morning. If you can rake a frog through that, you can get some of those lunks to bite, and maybe you'll get a hog and a tank to follow.
Wow, that's great.
It's awesome, yeah.
But then you need the guy from Australia to come in and go, what he meant in English was...
Yeah, see, and there is a guy, Chad McKee. He does that. He's very good.
He speaks the language.
Yes.
Did you ever see the Dizzy Dean story?
No.
Dizzy Dean? Who the hell is Dizzy Dean?
So old.
Who is he?
He was a Major League Baseball pitcher in the middle 40s.
But anyone who's ever seen there's a whole thing about him becoming an announcer and his kind of corn pone style of talking. It's
if you watched the end of that Daytona race, I thought Lee Diffie did a hell of a job on
that guy's great. He honestly deserves that gig.
These guys need to open their minds.
How did that guy crash and live through that?
I don't know.
Did you remember Dizzy Dean's brother's name?
Daffy.
That's exactly right.
That's amazing.
Daffy Dean.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, doesn't Daffy Dean sound like part of a morning show?
Dizzy and Daffy?
Sure. Hey, Willie G and Daffy Dean.
Hey, now. Okay, more sports coming up.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you about Raycon, the everyday earbuds right now. They've been redesigned.
Do they take away the sound of the jets going over and landing?
They do feature the FA V42s. Yes,
okay.
They do.
Very good.
Be sure and ask Raycon about if they have the FA V42 filter. I think I added the letter. I'm not sure. Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds, the official earbuds of the Bob and Tom Show, and they've been upgraded because now you also get active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once, plus quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery, and the ergonomic design of Raycons. They comfortably fit the widest range of ears and optimized gel tips for guaranteed a cozy custom fit. And we received our Raycon earbuds, and they are amazing. We got the vibrant new colors: blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black, and Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20 to 40% off. That's right. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website, site-wide, when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That is buyraycon.com/Tom.
Chick, are you open to some constructive criticism?
Certainly.
How many devices can Raycon connect to at one time?
2.
You say two devices. I think it should just be two devices. The number should correspond with the amount of times you say it. If it were 3 devices, you go three devices.
Well, I was doing two devices at
because
once.
he's doing a parody of the famous Certs
right
breath mint commercial where the guy goes, Certs is a breath mint, and they have this argument, no, Certs is a candy mint.
Yes, of course.
And then the guy goes, Certs is a breath mint. Then he goes,
easy,
no,
fellas.
No, it's a candy.
Yeah. I was against that as well.
Okay.
It should just be two. You see.
I see.
And if it were 6, it would
I
be
have an update.
six devices at once. If it were 24,
What's your update?
You're lucky to have gotten off as long as you did there, Josh.
Shut up.
I have an update on this tennis FAA
Sound
jet
thing?
noise thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want to hear that. Well, thank you very much.
We'll be right back with it.
And
if it were 108, it would be...
You're going to die. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
We're trying to see how Chick McGee will do in the cherry spitting competition in the parking lot.
I care for cherry.
No, well, here, I'll eat the cherry, then I'll give you the pit.
Oh, no, you don't do that. No.
I've never been so turned on in my life.
Come on.
Now, when you do it, you have to pass it tongue to tongue.
Now, we just talked with one of the champions.
It turns out Nats, hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Nats love cherry.
Oh, how about that?
It may just be me that they love. I haven't been able to shower since last Tuesday.
Don't tell us that.
I can't get this wound wet. I'm
that's
sorry.
too
There may
bad.
be a BO issue here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so it's 50 feet to the poster of me.
Right.
Now, the line is right here where the sidewalk meets the asphalt.
So, has Chick popped a cherry in his mouth? Does he have a pit in there?
Have you ever popped a cherry?
No, never have the pin.
Oh, come on. One time in Welsh, West Virginia.
All right.
Okay, Chick McGee is...
he's at the line. Now,
He's
remember...
eating the cherry. The pit. Where's the pit in your mouth right now? Oh, he dropped it. Oh, 3-second rule. Oh, I'm sure there are no goose turds. Netta, he put it back in his mouth.
Oh,
this is where the geese poop all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, they pooped on the other side.
It hasn't rained in 3 months.
Okay, now, is there a line that Chick he can't cross?
You can't cross. Plant your feet.
He's got to get a toe on the line.
You predicted you could spit it how far? 30 feet is what you... Okay, I think you're going to get maybe 20.
I have a severe crosswind. You know that?
Oh, now he's... pussy
yeah.
crosswind.
Well, you know, those crosswinds...
You think the bullet Kraus complains about a crosswind?
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Bitches about a lot of stuff.
Have we got...
Okay, go ahead. Do we have our measuring tape?
It's already marked on the pavement.
Okay, ready? Go ahead. It's off, and... Where'd it go? It got to the second blue tape.
Which is how far?
Is that? 20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh.
That's how you. That's
You
what
said 30. There's a significant difference. Okay, now Chick is leaning back. Now, are you folded? Is the pit folded into your tongue? Remember, he said the key is lung power and getting a vacuum seal. He just spit. No.
How much?
What do you think? What is that? That's short of 20 feet.
Short of 20?
Okay, short of 20
It's getting
feet.
worse.
Again, what?
I think you need a...
Yeah, Tom, put your money where your mouth is.
I never said I could do this.
Oh, yeah? Come on.
Come on,
Have these cherries
spit.
been washed?
Come on, chick. Chew up a cherry for him.
They've been washed.
Feed him like a
Rearranged
bird.
cherries?
Haven't you seen them wash them at the store?
Okay, go ahead, take over.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Breathe through your nostril.
You look like
Jeez.
you look like some bad lawyer at the turn of the century in court. Your Honor, I've never in all my oh, he's ready. Have you swallowed the cherry meat?
No, what's the technique here?
You roll your
Spit
tongue.
it.
Can you roll your tongue?
Spit.
I'm afraid I'm going to swallow it and choke.
Just
Well,
spit.
Now, we could only hope.
Oh my God, that didn't even go 10 feet.
Here comes Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, now we have a gal
She's
with
got on her Daisy Dukes.
great lung capacity.
Okay, let me get this microphone down here in front of Christy. So
In your mouth, by the way. That's the smallest tongue I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well, that's
All right.
good.
That's why I can't do this. I don't think I'm going to be very
It's
good.
like a 3-year-old tongue.
Oh, yeah, 18-year-old tongue is what I
Thank
meant
you.
to
Well,
say.
every
The
all
line,
models
the
on
line
the
is where
edge.
the asphalt meets the cement.
He's out here with his cane.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm injured. Do you mind? Okay, step up there. You can't take a running start.
All right, is Christy eating a
Christy
cherry?
has kind of a controversial stance, Bob. She has her feet staggered.
Okay.
And now the technique, Christy, you're supposed to go up and down like you're doing jumping jacks. Remember, it's Braless Day.
That's right, it is Braless Day.
Okay, here we go. Christy leans back. Can she spit?
No, you can't make her laugh.
What was that, 2 feet? Was that, how far did that go? 6 feet, okay.
Uh-huh.
I think she got a little on her chin.
How are we on time, Bob? We don't have a scorer's time clock.
Well, we have about 1 or 2 more minutes here.
I've never been a spitter, Bob.
That a girl. That's what I like about
I think those Christy Lee, I've never been a spitter T-shirts might be a big item for the store.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
On TuneIn.
24/7, 365.
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Hello, Tom.
I look over that way and I see the man who was just told to shut up by Christy Lee.
I'm sorry.
I
apologize.
He deserved it. That would be the sidekick chair occupant, the Steven Singer sidekick chair occupant, Mr. Josh Arnold. Willie G is right over there. Got some gigs coming up, Willie.
Thanks.
Got a big little Chicago thing coming up this Friday, is it?
Yeah, Friday at Lincoln Lodge, then Wednesday hosting at Zany's Old Town. Come hang out, you guys.
All right.
And Josh, aren't you at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair?
Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers with no phony sales or pricing games. Just the perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com. And Christy, you did scream at me to shut up, but I want you to know that I don't think I've ever not deserved being told to shut up. Every time I've been told to shut up, I probably deserve it.
Yeah, you probably did deserve that.
I understand. We have a side sports note coming from you, Christy.
You
Lee.
were talking about the flight noise during the US Open.
I was asking if how come you don't hear the jets as much as you when you'd watch the U.S. Open? It was constant jet planes.
Yes, this is the kind of interesting.
So established in Chick, 1993, the tennis climb flight path was only used during the U.S. Open to divert airplane noise away from the matches. So it's been in place since 1993.
Tom, 1993 was just
yesterday.
last week.
Yes.
No, but isn't there something on the microphones to reduce the?
But they're not flying over the Flushing. They're not flying over the tennis complex anymore.
You do this every effing time, okay?
They're not flying over Flushing Meadows Park during the 2 weeks of the U.S.
We give you the information.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
In fact, it actually
and
has
then
become
you
a
go
regular
ahead
route.
and look it up yourself, and you announce the same answer.
Okay, sorry.
So why don't you just go ahead and look it up yourself? There's no filter.
No, they
for
don't
the
have
audio. You lunatic.
Okay, next.
Well, I'm sure there's a filter on the microphone.
I was asking.
He's wait and see. God, I hope there is a filter. He can come.
Oh, man.
I just got this received to me from an audiophile friend of mine who says that they're doing interesting things with audio. You getting it mixed up over there? You know, every pour, we can hear ice.
Sorry.
I remember you telling me one morning you can't have ice. You said this. You can't have ice in your drink when we're on the air because people can hear that.
Yeah, but I have a straw.
And look at you.
But I have a straw.
But I can't find my straw.
You had them in your pocket this morning.
I must have left them somewhere.
Nobody.
They must have got lost.
Well, what else
They must
you
have
got
got
out of
lost.
Nobody likes you.
I'm singing Jay Giles.
Bless you.
I said I
that was
must
original.
have.
I liked
I
it a
said
lot.
I must have. I must have got lost.
Hey, the Wolf for Tufa.
Oh, man, that's a great intro.
Oh, that's the best. Now, what else?
What's that girl's name?
Rapunzel.
Reputa.
Reputa
Reputa.
Let down your hair. Let me climb up the ladder of your love.
We don't have to hear that whole thing.
Oh, yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Come on.
Oh, yes. Would you rather hear Jay Giles or a football coach and a prostitute?
Is it audio of them doing it?
I'm going to say no.
Jay Giles.
I'd have to say Jay Giles as well. Jay Giles as well. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Reputa. Reputa the Buta. Hey, Reputa the Buta. Let me down your hair. Let me climb up to the ladder of your love.
The ladder of your love.
So crazy.
I said I must. Well, where the hell's the rest of it? You gotta have the whole.
Jason's in there going, I'm doing the best I can.
It's the great Peter Wolf in the Jay Giles
Oh, I
band.
have to go over and tell people that. They don't know who Peter Woods sings for the Jay Giles
That's not
band.
Peter Woods. It's Peter Wolf. I'm just trying to stall so we can find the thing. That's all.
Well, what's going on in the meantime? Maybe the prostitutes?
High school football coach in Texas arrested for allegedly reporting a prostitute and a theft. According to Laredo police.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
Coach Rolando Ramos allegedly trying to pay for sexual services when the hooker, I'll say on the air, but it's typed shooker.
It's a typo.
With
Come
an
on.
S.
A pro would ignore it.
Well, that explains me mentioning it. Shooker ran off with $100. He called police to report the theft, and after the investigation, Mr. Ramos was arrested on suspicion of soliciting prostitutes.
Yeah, you don't
do that.
At least.
You got to eat that $100, man.
Yeah.
The horse stole my pot. Oh, well, it's legal. But,
Wow.
Or stole my wallet.
Man.
This is...
And read reviews before you get your escorts.
Oh, do they have reviews for escorts?
Oh, sure. I have been told that there are, yes.
What,
just like anything.
Yelp?
A Yelp review.
Oh, like an Uber driver review?
No, I remember I had the beginning of this sounds fake. I had a roommate, but it's true.
all
It's
right.
true. Who did like to frequent and he went to a place called the Erotic Review.
Okay.
And you'd have to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had to pay, and it was just reviews of people of escorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Is it a brick and mortar building you go into?
I wish, man. It was a website. Yeah.
Could the lady, for example, have you reviewed and go, well, I'm not going back with that guy?
There are also websites where they, for the safety
Really?
of themselves,
Sure, okay.
review
Okay.
John's.
So you have a 5-star review. I'm going to accept your offer. But,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just like Uber. That's interesting.
So in this case, the football coach allegedly solicited the prostitute, and then I didn't give the services required.
That's what it sounds
And he just took off with the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you eat that, don't you?
I mean, at least the upside is at least he's not banging one of his students. I mean, look
that is an upside.
Look at the positive.
You are correct on that.
Can you possibly flower that language up a little bit?
I don't think you need to flower that one up. I think the content is so disgusting.
Yeah, you just ignore it.
Sad though you might feel it that way. It's a song about desperation. Every now and then we do get.
Hello.
For those just joining us, this is the Peter Wolf of the J. Giles
J.
Band.
Giles Band, and the intro
This is
must have
early
got
rap,
lost.
isn't it?
I got to go.
Some sort of spoken word, you see.
I know you're there, bitch. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't you kind of wait that you heard, like, somebody in the background going, play a song.
How dare you?
I like it.
Green mascara is my favorite part of the whole thing.
The wisecracker one.
Yep. They're enjoying it seems like.
Rotunda. The drummer shouts at me.
Not the land of your love.
We're getting some AM in the background.
I lost her. Okay, we'll be back in 8 minutes. Okay, anyway.
The J. Giles Band.
Where does that fall on the album? It doesn't start that way, right? It's
live concert. Is that Blow Your Face Out, I think?
J. Giles Band Lives, where I...
wow.
Yeah.
We talked to... Peter was in here a couple times. That was not a thing he did every night. That he just kind of spewed that out there because you can see the band's kind of waiting. What are we doing?
That's what sounds so fun about it, is it's raw.
And nobody goes, you couldn't remember Rapunzel.
Raputa.
What was the chick with the long...
Rotunda.
I like Rotunda. The green mascara. The NFL, Tom has a problem with this. I do not. The NFL will not be replacing the chain gang with what they call Hawkeye computer vision, the system to measure first downs during the upcoming regular season. The league experimented with the technology during the preseason, but it did not work as well as anticipated.
Ah, there you go.
That's what they're saying. NBC Sports reports it notably delayed the Lions-Giants preseason game, taking much longer than the traditional chains to measure on a play that was not even close to a first down.
Yeah, they'll figure it out eventually.
But don't you... I would think that you would be on my side about this. The chain gang trots out there. It's like 3 guys, and they take the links, and they measure, and it's people.
Yeah, it's fun.
You like all that
you don't
old-fashioned
like that.
stuff.
Yeah, but people are gambling. People have a lot of money on these games.
That's not.
When
that shouldn't be a part of any of it.
Yeah, I think the
if they're
integrity of the
gambling or
game
not.
is more important than the fact that people are gambling on it.
Yeah, but we have technology now where in the Olympics, someone will win an event by 2/100ths of a second, and they can prove it because of the quality of the timing devices. They could put something on the football, they'd be able to know exactly where it was.
Well, I think...
Since when are you on the side of accuracy and justice?
Yeah, when did that start?
What the hell's wrong with me? I is so inconsistent.
It's silly.
I am becoming my father.
I don't know. Because that guy, Noah Lyles, got beat in the 100 by the other guy, but apparently it's your torso. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, no, and I think it's also about the ball placement. That's hard to. That's got to be a human calling it. Where did he go when?
You're going to let him do that?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice of you.
But I think for something eventually, it's nice to know there are so many times one bad call has ruined a season for.
Yes.
We've all been there.
Yes, and that's part of the game.
But if it can be fixed, it should be. I've been on a chain gang, by the way. A lot of pressure.
Are you talking about my middle school football game?
Yes. That's what he's talking about. Yes. He thinks he's, I am a soldier right there with you, NFL. No, it's a middle school football game.
Do you know how embarrassing that is when you're in a middle school football game and your dad is 6 feet away from you? Because guess what? I'm not playing. I'm on the sidelines too. And he's just hanging out, making jokes with the coaches. So weird.
Were you talking to the coaches during the game?
Hey there, coach.
Do that.
about an onside here? Hey there, coach. What about that Statue of Liberty here?
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Tom, he's your son. Don't you see how that would embarrass him?
How about a little more razzle-dazzle, fellas?
Only thing worse than when he was on the chain gang, he would call the games, and no one asked him to do it, but he was like, I'm volunteering to call all the home games.
I know you're going to be very excited about it.
Coming out, number 71, Willie Elvis Griswold. Stuff like that.
I have been asked. I have been asked to do one of the games this year, by the way.
At the high school?
Yeah.
It went a
High
little
school
like
or
this.
middle school?
What are we going to do about Griswold?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You know he wants to do the whole season. Well, let's offer him a game. See if that.
I'll speak to everyone who does that. It's really hard.
Of course it is.
Because you've got to get the name. I would go down to the visiting team and make sure to get the name, because if you get it, then they come up to the window. It's Jablansky, not Jablonski, you pervert. I'm sorry,
You pervert.
Very hostile.
A normal person would feel this way, and they would say, maybe public announcing isn't for me. Maybe that. But no, you are like powering through.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Okay, cool.
But I was on a chain gang a couple times, and it's a lot of pressure. You want to get it right.
Well, sure.
Well, no.
You just pay the slightest bit of attention, don't you?
The referees making the call want to get it right. Everybody wants to get it right.
They'll say to you, hey, jackass, get up and walk that way 3 yards. It's fun.
How did you focus that long?
I can't. You know me. I'm looking at my phone during the plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was
sorry. I missed that last play.
I missed it. What? Am I supposed to
do you
move?
mind if I hold one of my dogs?
No wonder the ref was going, you need to move up 3
Using the
yards.
chain to measure the distance between his front tire and his back tire. Where the hell is he? Out in the parking lot? Well, how long is this? I've always been curious.
I just got curious.
I was just told I'm not allowed to bring any of the dogs to the game Friday night.
Are you doing it this Friday night?
No, I'm just going to go observe the game, but I'm not.
No wonder they're calling you pervert.
I was going to.
You can't take a dog to a high school football game.
Why not?
You can't?
Sure.
No, this. Well, depending on where you live, it's
not unless they're your support dog.
a lot of places.
I've been working on getting that vest for him.
Yeah, poke your eyes out.
Get the vest for him or get sunglasses for yourself. That might be a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Or both in a game.
Yeah, right.
Why is Tom watching the game with sunglasses? In any event, yeah, so no NFL electronic things.
Right, yeah, that's a real crime.
I just want the games to be accurate because, for example, if you're going to be...
no one complains about calls more than you do. There's no in your brain thinking, well, this is just the way it goes. And like you said, we've all put up with bad calls, our favorite teams. It's part of the game. Well, apparently not. Not a part of the game anymore.
Well, it shouldn't be part of the game when they make a terrible call.
I think it should.
We're going to be allowing you to...
You're no fan. You don't know anything about the National Football League. I don't know why.
That's correct. I go to the games, though. Enjoy them. Nice hot dogs. We have a special thing coming up, speaking of great football games.
Can you imagine being next to him during a football game?
Oh, it sucks.
I don't know what the problem is. Why are they wearing these uniforms?
Is he on his phone a lot?
Whole time, he'll stand up in the middle of the play to go to the bathroom. I want to get back. The halftime entertainment is going to be great today. They have some jumping dogs.
I for one would.
Well, he is right about the
would love to sit next to you during a football game, Tom.
Okay, well, that'll be. I can arrange that.
Middle of a 2-minute drill. Hey, check this out. Picture of Marty Allen. That's so weird. That's not an exaggeration. That really happened.
By the way, we have a special thing coming up. Speaking of football, it's going to be your chance to pick them again, and we have some great prizes from Steven Singer Jewelers. And we had a blast with this last year. Lots of men and women were winners.
I wish I'd lived to see another season.
And by the way, each week the winner gets to pick against Chick McGee in the famous Shoein' of the Week. Often imitated, never duplicated.
We'll see about
It's coming up. What's coming up in sports?
Gravy wrestling. Who's in?
Gravy
wrestling.
2 words that should never be exclusive ever again.
Is it beef or sawmill?
Hot or cold?
Gravy wrestling.
Is there important questions?
Yes to all this.
All right.
Coming up, also, Bubble Man in the news. We have Raccoon News and, of course, Sexy Time with Ally Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Cool. All right, we're ready for no lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. Is it Baby Shark? But Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at the No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera.
The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta. Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I'll make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law.
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, in my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Police in Athol, Massachusetts.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me, we had to beep you there.
Athol.
Spell it.
A-T-H-O-L.
That's Athol.
Nope, it's Athol.
Isn't their sports team the Flames? Oh no, they're the Flaming Athols.
Oh my God.
Well, at least
is that actually? I need.
What
proof.
do you mean?
I need proof that that's a town.
It is not it's the Majors. Thank you.
The Major Athols. Wait a second, I'm looking.
Police in Athol, Massachusetts have named a new canine police dog after New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski.
Oh my God, it's a real place, Christy. Population 11,584.
That's a pretty big size.
Nice size town.
Yeah.
That's a big asshole.
Speaking of big assholes,
That sounds to me like the big asshole.
let's get back to the sports desk.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
What happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope?
I don't know what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope.
They kaleidoscope.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Bob and Tom in the morning and
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chicky.
Willie Griswold's here. That's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Dude Wipes.
Hello, Tom.
We had a great interview with one of the dudes from Dude Wipes yesterday. Fascinating story. Mark Cuban involved in their origin story on Shark Tank. And
The Cube.
And now he said, with no irony, they are number 2 in the wipes business. And they do have seasonal wipes, the so-called dumpkin spice wipes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Treat your, the area with the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wipe your butt with it.
Thank you very much.
It's a nice fall scent.
But it is. And you take them fishing. You do a head to toe.
I do, yeah. Particularly with the mint chill. I like those. Very refreshing.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. So thank you, butt wipes. We now go
Dude
back.
Wipes.
What did I say?
You said butt wipes, but I thought you were thanking us. Hey, thanks, butt wipes. What else?
That's the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Sorry.
The World Gravy Wrestling Championships took place in England this past week. According to the Beeb, the annual event at the Rose and Bowl Pub.
Hang on a second.
In Staksted.
This is the story I warned you about, Josh.
Yes, I figured.
Saw a wide range of competitors wrestling in a pool of gravy. A series of 2-minute bouts. 18-year-old George Young won the men's title. 43-year-old Christine Rogers earned the women's title after taking part in the contest for the 6th time. Competitors awarded points for their costumes, comedy effect, and entertainment. Organizers said over 210 gallons of gravy used for this event. No word on what kind of gravy it was, Josh. Mrs. Rogers battled to victory while dressed as Barbie Q, Q-U-E, a costume depicting a grilled version of Barbie.
A grilled version of Barbie.
That's what it says.
All right.
Sounds a little weird.
But the whole event sounds a little odd.
And usually when they do anything involving food, they always, at the end of it, they say that it was given to local food banks.
No.
Maybe they could donate it to,
local perverts?
Yes. I will slurp up that gravy.
Hey, Barbie was wrestling in this gravy.
Tom, do you own a gravy boat?
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I think so.
I do.
Thanksgiving, probably?
I do not own a gravy
Willie,
boat.
did we?
I don't know about the new administration. I mean, back in the day, we didn't have anything like that. There was a lot of Pyrex containers.
Yeah,
the old house was hilarious. Just the stuff that we did and didn't have.
I can believe that.
It was a boys' club.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was it SNL, I think, that had the gravy boat that was shaped like the Exxon Valdez?
Yes.
And it poured out of a hole in the... like the hole.
Yeah, the one thing I've been meaning to get we talked about this with Christy and I. My mom had this thing for making turkey, like a roasting pan.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing it was good for was turkey.
I have one of those.
And it was black, speckled. I don't know.
I have
some
one of those.
special
Josh
metal.
has one of those.
And I bought Tom one.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how much we loved those.
Yeah, the classic.
I have a big one, and I have a little one, too, for a chicken. Like
Every all grandmas had that.
Yep.
They had the Corningware glass casserole dish.
White with the little blue flowers.
Yes.
And a cast iron skillet, a big one, a nice
gravy boat.
Yeah, I have a gravy boat.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving, you have to have a gravy boat.
Somebody has to have named their boat the gravy boat, right?
Yeah, gravy. Yeah. I named my cat Gravy, as you guys know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Gravy girl.
Yeah, we know.
No.
Hi, Gravers. What are you doing today?
What a great idea.
Is that your cat voice?
It is.
Yeah.
The gravy championship belt, by the way, is elastic.
Oh, no, I would think so. Yeah, sure. I need an awl to make more notches in my gravy belt.
They only have a heavyweight championship.
I'll switch my belt. This one's far smaller than that sports.
Do they sell awls at Casual Mail?
Oh, I don't.
Just right next to the belts.
Is the style store for Big and Tall still out there?
I think Big and Tall is still out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also Big and Stall. It takes forever to check out. My goodness.
Yes.
Have you seen
Casual Mail. The first time I heard somebody call it Casual Whale, I laughed for 20 minutes. And I would shop there.
There's the Destination XL. I had to buy a belt.
Oh, yes.
And it's very hard for me to buy a belt at the regular store. I go to Casual Destination XL. I'm the skinniest guy in town.
You're exactly right. I went to Destination and I went, oh, I don't know. There's no clothing store for me. Yeah. That's too
You're
big.
like in between?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a place you go
Maybe it's Destination
that makes you feel really young?
Young? Sure. Yeah, you can go to certain
cafeterias.
Yes. Yeah.
My urologist.
Yeah.
I'm always the rock star of that place.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a place I have to go to get this thing. What do you call it?
An infusion.
An infusion. Thank you very much. Where I go there, I feel like I'm 20 again.
Do you talk to the folks?
Occasionally.
I'd love to. The stories you would hear.
Yeah.
Go, hey, who was your first boyfriend? Just talking to an old lady is the greatest thing. You can just you hear so many awesome stories.
Me and J. Edgar Hoover did hand stuff.
You what?
And that was from a guy.
But you don't know, you don't find out it was J. Edgar Hoover until like days later because she kept calling him Jay.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Eddie or whatever.
But sometimes I'll be sitting there thinking, is that person alive?
Oh my gosh. Are they just sleeping through their infusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, I had a story. My grandma was telling me a story. And then in the story, Neil Armstrong's wife comes to talk to her in the story because they were just at Purdue at the same time. And I was like, man, sometimes you do say interesting stuff. You just don't shut up. But eventually, something interesting comes up.
You just don't shut up.
Yeah, if we could trim the fat.
Got to hear about your damn bridge partner every week.
Leave her alone.
She's 91. She's fine.
Leave her alone.
Well, we have a story coming up. We maybe be able to get her to verify because we have a story coming up about corn.
Oh yeah, and she's a farm lady.
Yeah,
Nancy is.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we can find out.
We were talking about gravy. Have you heard of the latest TikTok trend, frozen tomatoes? Have you heard about this?
No. Frozen tomatoes?
Yeah, you freeze a tomato and then grate it over like burrata or a cheese or however you want to
like
use
a deconstructed like caprese salad kind of thing.
Yes, but it's like shaved ice, but it's a tomato.
Sounds good.
Really? Do you think you could eat that?
No, I don't like it.
I don't like the sound of it.
Yeah, it's confusing a lot who people's
I
brains.
don't like the idea of it. I don't like that you mentioned it.
I think that name sounds ethnic.
I don't know who the Baratas are. I don't care.
Yeah.
If only we knew a place to get good tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
I know a guy, yes.
Oh, criminy. This guy.
Delightful tomatoes. Mike, the handyman.
Oh, what a guy.
They're delightful and
I like Mike.
delicious.
Don't like his ugly tomatoes.
Oh, I love Mike and his tomatoes. He's so
Well, Christy, give me the teaser. What's coming up?
This one only has 4 tumors. That's great, Mike.
Willie, I'm glad you're here today because you're probably one of the few people in this room that's really used a dating app, and they may be phasing out, or are they?
Old Bumble's on the decline, huh?
Maybe. We have naked people in the news. We have a lonely dolphin in the news.
I'll sleep with it.
Well,
is that right?
And have you ever been stuck on a ride at an amusement park? We have that coming up.
Yeah, but it wasn't in a dangerous way. It was going up the hill, and we just stalled for a while.
And we have a reason to play this coming up.
In a cold sweat.
There you go.
We promise when we play it again, it will be at a reasonable volume.
Yes.
Nice going, Tech. You only turned off 90 listeners that time.
My name is Sparky.
Stevie Wonder heard that. Oh, wait, he's blind. That joke doesn't work at all.
Same thing.
No,
I'm with you.
Those words don't work at all. I shouldn't say joke.
Stevie Wonder did hear it.
You're right. Yeah, it was just a fact. I suck.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your...
This may take a while. Say, how'd it go, boss? He said he's heard worse. He says he's heard worse. He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
Pat?
Yeah.
You told me you have an email you wanted to read?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to sing the email. It's so good.
Oh,
how about this? Here we go. Got an email from Todd. Love your songs, Pat. Love Bob and Tom. I listen every day. You know that Tom Petty song he calls Free Fallin'? Well, I have an idea. You could write a song about a guy who goes commando. Instead of singing Free Fallin', sing this Patty G. The guy's free. Free ballin'. Get it, Pat? Thanks, Todd. I appreciate you writing. I never heard that one before. And if it sounds like sarcasm in my voice, Todd, because of course I've heard that dumb idea before. Hey, Todd, how about a lumberjack singing Tree Falling, or a salesman and he's cold calling, or a beekeeper, Todd, and he's singing bee pollen? How about we leave Tom Petty's song alone, Todd? You let me write my own stuff. Tom's on my ass all the time, and that's bad enough. Now wait a minute, I'm free. You know, it's not that bad, Todd. Free ballin'. Keep listening, Todd, from up there in Michigan.
We have good neighbors. They're bad neighbors, but they're good to tell you guys about. Bad neighbors, 5 or 6 cars in the front yard at all times. Rotation, whoever's currently living there. And Daryl, he's the dad over there. He's their leader. He drives a hearse. That's his car. He doesn't work at a funeral home. They have German shepherds that run. I like dogs. I don't like these dogs because they just let them run around barking all the time, and they don't even tell them to be quiet. Like, they bark, and there's a new guy that's moved in on the other side of them, and he really doesn't like when they bark. So you hear them bark, 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 and then over the fence you hear, "Shut up!" Which always works, doesn't it? You know, when you tell your dog to be quiet, and he's like, "Oh, pardon me, sir. I had no idea I was causing such a ruckus. I'll calm down post-haste." You know how your dog always does that, right? So I don't like that he yells at the dogs. I don't like the dogs, but I don't like him yelling at the dogs. So they bark, 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 and I hear over the fence, shut up! So what I do is I go, no, you shut up! Don't you yell at them puppies. That's disrespectful. And then I just go in the house, right? He doesn't know it's me.
This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I have something new.
Oh, check it out.
It's a hat. I know you like wearing hats, Bob. I love wearing hats.
Bob, check this bitch out.
This is from the greatest racing venue in the world, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I didn't know that they made a hat this big. This hat was actually worn by A.J. Foyt.
All right.
I was going to ask you if you could fit in it.
It's a little bit, bit big.
Let me have that hat.
This
How big is that? It's big as a laundry basket, isn't it?
It really is. It's huge. It says one size fits most.
Give it to Bob.
You know, I
Very
wish
nice.
I had that hat when I was playing guitar in the street corners.
Yeah.
This is
Now fill it up.
Yeah, fill her up.
the logo of the great Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Of course, the
That's
home
hilarious.
of the Indy 500 coming up in the month of May.
That's just great.
But that is a nice
Look at
big
that.
hat. Thank you.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta work the brim there.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you mind trying it on?
Oh, I don't mind at all. Let me get the brim set first.
We need to get a picture of this on our website. Okay, Bob is setting the brim, which he's very good at.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of a flexible brim here.
Okay, there we go. Put it on. Okay.
There you go. It's all right.
Hey, what's happening, cool cats? All right. Hey, Coach, I'm ready to go in.
Okay, we'll
You should wear
a
that
shot of that for the website.
Tip of the hat to you, Christy.
Oh, thank you.
You could actually wear that over a fireman's helmet.
Yeah, you could.
You should wear that all the time and say.
And just say, what? What are you looking at?
What hat?
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold. Yo. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
A closed circuit to Mike Mark. If you could bring the coffee pot in here and refill me, please.
There's Ace Cosby.
Really?
Did you forget to get your coffee during the break?
I did.
I didn't get a chance to urinate it yet. I'll have to wait till next break.
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. Here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Chop, chop, Mark.
Joining us in the studio.
Burning daylight, Mark.
Comedian Brent Terhune is here with us.
Hello.
Brent has a very healthy, thick red beard.
Every time.
Every
it's a
time.
very healthy beard.
It's nice.
Back to Christy in the interview. See, a lot of people think. A lot of people say, why does Tom say the things he does? Why they're just so? It's like it's not what he says; it's how often he says the same thing.
Radio
that's
works.
the
Not
problem.
everybody's seen it.
That's the problem.
In any event,
Everybody knows he has a big beard.
Brent and the Beard will be in Des Moines at the Funny Bone coming.
I don't know where Des Moines is.
Friday and Saturday.
Can you help me with this? Where's Des Moines?
It's not anywhere near DeLand.
That's
No, it isn't.
I wasn't going there. Well, by God, I'm glad we're here.
And I have good news for you. Apparently the Packer cheese bra is a thing that lady was not a one-off.
Oh, okay.
Somebody
So you can buy them? If you're a Packer fan.
Somebody sent us a bunch of pictures of ladies wearing them.
Much like the cheese heads, you can get cheese bras.
Less popular the cheese dick.
Whoa. The cheese
Well, I'm glad.
They're kind of like those foam fingers.
You just kind of left it up to us what you were saying. You really didn't.
It's sort of a long cheese wheel. You don't see
Painted
long
that
and thin
picture,
cheese
didn't you?
wheels.
More of a jock strap, really.
Right.
You could have said cheese balls. Those are actually a
So do
thing.
you think that would turn my husband on? He's a Packer fan. If I wore a cheese bra.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if you wore a cheese.
I don't know how much you pegged, but
I think he would laugh. Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
Hey, honey, check out these Havardis. Thank you. It's cute. It's cute for sure.
Now, welcome to the show, Brent. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Hello. Good to see everybody.
Once again, the Funny Bone in Dayton, by the way, Friday, September 13th. Mm-hmm. Josh and I were just talking with you about his mom's dog.
Yes.
I'm glad she's going to be able to keep her dog, which is good news.
Very good news. Yeah, there was
I was on my
Was there an
edge
issue?
of my
a landlord issue, not a health issue.
edge of my seat about this whole thing. Yeah. You're saying they can keep the dog?
Yes.
Well, okay.
I mean, it was an off-air conversation with Tom.
Of course it was.
Haven't you learned by now? Nothing.
It's fine
is
that it's
out
on the
there.
air, except for
No,
that
it's not.
Except for that it's boring. Yeah, it's.
Josh, you were telling me your social security number off air. So let's go ahead and say that, right?
No, you're a cat guy, right?
Cat guy, yeah. I just got my my mom's cat. Thanks for bringing that up, Willie. She died, but no.
Your cat died?
No. It's fine. His mom died. No, it's nothing sad like his cat.
I'm so. Well,
I think Josh is the only one with an alive mom in here.
Yeah.
We're just not allowed to talk about her.
We're bragging, brother.
Just bragging.
Weren't you
over here.
Weren't you living at your mom's house?
Well, she was living with me. It was her house, and she paid the bills, but she was living with me. And,
Did she die right there in the?
Oh my God!
Yeah, right in the chalk outline is where she.
That's convenient.
That's how wonderful a woman she was.
Have to draw on.
Well, I don't want to make a fuss.
Well, Josh, earlier you were talking about you hate Siri on your phone, right?
Yeah, I just don't use it. Yeah.
And then they were people said you should get the jitterbug. We got that from my mom for a little while.
How'd she like it?
No, she hated it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but forever she had that flip phone, and then she stopped selling drugs, so we got her the iPhone.
Sure.
She said, "I just want to get out of the games." Which she said,
It is tough out there.
Yeah, but like you would just walk into her house because she couldn't hear. That's why we got the new phone. And as soon as you walk in, it was just a barrage of daytime TV at the loudest volume possible. Bad credit, no credit, you're approved. Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Call me, daytime TV lawyer. I'll get you the money you deserve because it's my money and I need it now. 588-2300 Carpet Store today. What you need to do is get your butt back into rehab. You need to stop drinking that water at Camp Lejeune from 1972 next Tuesday because you may be entitled to a settlement. It's my money and I need it now. In the case of little mesothelioma, you are not the father. Jerry. Vaginal mesh. Do not wash your vaginal mesh in the water from Camp Lejeune. You will get the clap on, clap off.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
A lot of trauma. I guess have hearing loss from hearing aid commercials. That's how it went. So.
Sorry to hear about your mom.
Thank you. Thanks for bringing that up. But,
I see. We could have just been on down the road, but you had to go back to it.
I asked about a cat. I didn't know.
You understand why here we are again.
So Josh, you're talking about your mom's dog, and I got my mom's cat.
Very nice.
Oh. Now we have my one cat. Her name was still Marge, and then now we have a Homer. We have a Homer and Marge.
Oh, cool.
Cat at our house. So, and like whether you're a cat or dog person, I think we can all agree nothing wakes you up quicker in the morning than How was that sound on an alarm on our phones by now? I don't know how I'm going to get up at 4:37. I'm awake. Okay, what's going on?
Brent Terhune is our guest. Brent is on his way to the Des Moines, Iowa Funny Bone this Friday and Saturday.
Iowa, okay.
Then September 13th.
Now, was that in the Midwest? I know how you like to explain things to people. I'm just
trying to clarify.
Is Iowa a Commonwealth or just a regular state?
Oh,
Just a regular
It's
state.
a regular state.
The Commonwealth of Iowa.
The Commonwealth of Kentucky, on the other hand, is a different place.
Yeah, yes.
And
very good.
He will not be there this week.
No. Speaking of the Midwest, Midwesterners are suffering an exceptionally brutal heat wave this week.
I ain't buying it.
Thanks to a phenomenon known as
song Corn Sweat.
He has a song about it?
He sure does. Damn, it's been stepped on twice.
Oh, that's Cold Sweat.
Cold Sweat. Okay.
Are you buying this?
I have never heard this.
Why would we doubt it?
Heat advisories have been issued throughout the Midwest due to a wave of high atmospheric pressure, bringing in hot, humid weather from a southern Gulf states. The Milwaukee.
Which one are those, Tom? Southern Gulf states.
You want to pick some?
Real quick. New Orleans?
That's not
New
a
Orleans
state.
is a city, you illiterate moron.
I didn't know. You didn't tell me.
Golf states like Florida and Georgia where they play golf? Or
Sure, there,
you
that
got
works.
your Alabama, your
Florida, Georgia line.
Mississippi.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel reports that the heat wave is exacerbated by a phenomenon called evapotranspiration, or simply corn sweat.
Corn sweat.
What is it, Tom? What's it called?
Corn sweat.
Evapotranspitation.
It occurs when water.
No, it isn't.
Dad.
I wanted you to play Cold Sweat by James
Evapotranspiration.
Brown.
Not try to speak like James Brown.
But thanks for the
You madman.
Ask me again.
No. All right. What is it? What's it?
Evapotranspiration occurs when water in the
Can we
crops.
get somebody do the news and read? I don't understand.
Evapotransportation or whatever the hell.
You don't see me making these mistakes over here on the sports desk.
God, no.
I am Mr. Smooth.
So this is a real thing?
Yeah. According to this news story, it occurs when water in the crops naturally evaporates into the atmosphere, but this process
Water in the crops.
often. What is your problem today?
Something happened.
God, I thought you were sick. Go home.
I'm so mad.
You're being such a dick.
I've had on with all of you. Between him telling me things that baby knows and... I'm sorry, I'll be quiet.
It occurs when the water in the crops naturally evaporates into the atmosphere.
Hey, water in the crops in the...
This
Down
process
on the
often
riverbank.
increases the humidity in the areas that produce the highest quantities of our nation's corn. Thus, Iowa, which made me think of this, the increase in humidity leads to higher heat indexes, causing temperatures
indices
to
In the land. Indices everywhere.
There we go.
Please.
And now in some more quiet moments with James Brown.
Just never forget that there's water in the crops and the water in the crops.
Water in the crops.
That's what it says.
I love how every week on this show there's a video of so-and-so finally snapped.
It has become weekly.
How it
We
is.
can't say finally.
Yeah, it has to be again.
Yeah.
And you can't say it's so-and-so.
It may be a discomfort to us, but corn sweat is a sign of healthy crops.
Okay,
So there you go.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
Sounds like sounds like a hillbilly rap song.
Corn sweat?
Yeah.
Got the corn sweats.
Attaboy.
Sheila got the corn sweats.
Oh,
You got to take it.
Yeah,
really-
there's a tricky balance of me wanting to know what you meant by that joke and not wanting to hear you do the voice.
You said she done got the corn.
Sheila got the.
Sheila.
Sheila. Australian?
Sheila's in the shed,
Sheila in the shed.
I don't want to get too political here, but I was seeing all these political signs on the side of the road, and my favorite I've seen yesterday was just said sweet corn. So I'm finally voting for that person.
Sweet corn?
Yep,
Yeah.
sweet corn. Didn't even have a date on it. I'm just going to vote every year.
It's the best.
$1 a dozen.
This time of year.
Whatever.
Has anybody ever gone, I don't want to get political here, but vote for Kamala Harris?
Thank you, John.
Oh, all right. Well,
Corn. I said corn.
that's fairly political, even though you.
Mine was a reference to non-political things.
No, I know.
Hence the humor, Josh.
I understand.
Do I have to come on here every 6 months and just school you people?
Oh my gosh!
Somebody
Brent
has
Terhune
to.
finally snapped.
Finally, yeah.
Now, Josh, do you get meat sweats as opposed to corn sweats?
I have gotten the meat sweats before.
Meat sweats?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Or
And I only really have had them once, and it was at one of those Brazilian steakhouses where they come
it's
around
all
with
meat.
the skewers.
Where you have to have like the thing. It's like the red. It's like
Yes.
hard.
Yeah.
Like keep feeding me or don't feed me.
Right. Keep stuffing me full.
I can't. My mouth is so full. It's showing green. Just keep feeding me. And Brazilian steakhouse means it's no pubic hair. So
That's exactly
good.
right. They shave all the meat before.
That's nice.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
that's good to know.
You see the Brazilian.
Tom, why'd you say that twice?
Oh gosh.
You didn't have to say it twice.
Well, go ahead, Tom. What else you got?
Man, with Brent here, I feel like I invited my friend over in the middle of my parents' divorce.
Right?
Yeah. Why are mom and dad fighting all the time?
Never did get that coffee, Mark.
And there you have a break. Let's see somebody else do that.
Coming up, by the way, I should point this out. We have your special NFL picks, ladies and gentlemen, every week of the NFL season. Looking forward to it.
As long as he lasts.
And by the way, you can win a very nice prize each week from Steven Singer at Steven Singer Jewelers. You know, the IHateStevenSinger.com guy.
I mean me, not Steven Singer. As long as he lasts.
He's putting up some serious cash. Steven, famous for no phony sales. He doesn't have that thing with the, what's it called, the flipper gizmo where the thin guys go up in the air.
Oh, the dancing guy? The dancing tube man?
The dancing used car guy. Yeah, he doesn't have one of those. He doesn't need that. He doesn't have weird phony sales. Every day.
Lasagna night.
It's a perfect day.
Yeah,
he doesn't
lasagna night
do
tomorrow
Brazilian shaved diamond night. It's all about real diamonds, real natural, rare, earthborn diamonds.
And
from
real lasagna.
And I thought it was
Layers and layers.
I thought you were doing ravioli night.
Oh,
now it's lasagna.
We ran out of the ravioli.
We're out.
Oh, Stephen, I apologize. IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, real diamonds. How about some nice earrings, maybe a beautiful bracelet, necklaces, etc., etc. IHateStevenSinger.com. And, of course, he's got those seasonal roses. But those would be nice for a birthday, wouldn't they? The gold-dipped roses. See what I'm talking about? Just take a little visit to IHateStevenSinger.com. Famous for the full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. I haven't mentioned that upgrade in a while. You got all those earrings last year. How about getting some bigger ones? You'll get full value on that first set. That's right. See what I'm talking about at IHateStevenSinger.com. And you may start to love Steven Singer. Football fans, you could be a big winner coming up this football season. We'll be starting that in just a few days. I'll give you all the details on that coming up a little bit later on in the show. Coming up, we have dinosaurs in the news. We have Oasis, the band, news, and no smoking news. All coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey guys, my dad has a new album out called Under the Bed, and it would really help a lot if you were to check that out, so I can go to college. Please.
Frigamall Records, the same people that brought you the all-bass Christmas album, Amazing Bass, are proud to present Jimmy Pardo's first solo project, Nothing But Air Bass.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Pardo. You know, there's nothing cooler in rock and roll than the bass. And these songs are so cool, I don't even need a bass. Hey, hey, what the matter with So just pick up your air telephone and dial. Beep, 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 beep.
Jimmy Pardo's Nothing But Air Bass. Get yours today.
3rd and goal, hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that's with 8 seconds left. They had to stop play, look at the review. But then, due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point of that rule? So they didn't get another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a 4th down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
God. Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only comes when he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother...
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Christy, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I know exactly what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have to say.
Yes, it involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest story.
The over-under on musicians Christie's dated, I'm going to go 12. Dated?
Oh, by dated, he's, it's kind of a vague.
No, one date, not necessarily.
Ace is back there giggling. Over, under, 12?
Over, under 12. Ooh. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Put pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very positive way.
What do you define as dating?
Watch my. Oh, you see this finger?
Don't do that. No, that's not a date.
That's not a date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say no.
And
I'm
I've
going to
never
say
had that, to be honest with you.
You rode somewhere.
Hang on a second.
In the car with him, and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are
defense,
potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Christie roadhead lead to the stand, please.
No.
You can do more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
truck bed sex.
I rest my case.
No, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just. This is what the Surgeon General is saying.
I know.
So
I think those women who can't are pretty much, by and large, selfish, aren't they?
Screw you, chick.
yeah.
Don't you wish just once they'd have a day, one day a year, where you could say whatever you wanted in the radio?
Yeah.
Just so that one time.
I'm over here working, okay?
You know what you could do?
What?
Walk in there and have Dean do it for you. You walk in there, tell Chick what you want to say, and he can fix it for you. A few minutes ago, Chick said something mean to Christy, and she...
I didn't. Was that mean? I was
Yes,
just
it
making
was.
an observation.
I was saying that some women are unable to breastfeed for a number of reasons, and you said...
The main reason I can think of is because they're selfish.
So Christy
She
wanted...
seems very well adjusted
Right
and
now.
very
Christy
intelligent.
wanted to respond, and I have great faith in our editor.
Me too, because if
Christy
not, I've
wanted
lost
to
my job.
respond.
We now have the response.
Okay, go ahead, play it.
Hey, chick, you. You've never had to breastfeed. You don't know what it's like. You're a ignorant, stupid son of a bitch. So shut your mouth, you stupid ass.
You know, that last beat could have used a little more word.
A little less a little less...
And not so much hole. A little heavy on the hole on that one. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest in the studio.
We certainly do. Comedian Brent Terhune is here with us.
Hello.
Sadly, his mother is not. Which we established.
Thanks for bringing that up, Tom. Appreciate that.
Established that last break. It's good to be here. Brent is on his way to the Des Moines, Iowa Funny Bone coming up Friday and Saturday.
Yes, sir.
He'll be at the Dayton Funny Bone coming up Friday, September 13th. I look around the room. I see Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Josh is in his place, and it's kind of been redesigned over there, which explains all the funny today. Some of the distractions have been moved away.
Maybe you could build a Lego set there or something.
Yeah, I'll get some stuff.
You wouldn't need one of those giraffes they had in the old DirecTV commercials, where they're like, they're like 12 inches tall.
But they're alive.
They're alive.
Oh, that'd be
Mini
fun.
giraffes. Remember that?
Oh, that's
Shetland
great.
giraffe, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, the Shetland
really
giraffe.
tiny giraffe.
And you'll find Josh, of course. He is at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Mr. McGee is at the Dude Wipes Sports desk.
That's right.
Maybe you should get a goldfish. Put a nice little aquarium there.
And Christy, I swear I would love it.
That'd be great.
I'd love to
wouldn't
have a
it?
fish here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one for a while. Didn't we have a...
Yeah.
Yeah, we had...
Those fighting fish.
Fighting fish, yes.
Beta.
Thank you. That
Beta
was the word I was looking for, beta fish.
No, I was just calling Josh a beta.
I'm a beta. I'm a cuck.
What about a VHS fish?
Kind of a nice dated joke.
I apologize.
Coming from you?
I
Captain
certainly don't want to be dated around you, Tom.
I'm sorry.
sorry.
We
Hello
have,
there, indeed.
We have Willie also heading out. It's going to be Chicago Friday night at the Lincoln Lodge. Did you ever have Lincoln Logs when you were a kid?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were fun. My buddy
All right,
Robbie.
Christy, you got any news?
My buddy Robbie had gigantic Lincoln Logs.
Robbie Logs?
Like, what do you mean by gigantic?
You could make a cabin and you could get in it.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they were like 4 or 5 feet long.
I bet Robbie was just
I don't know.
a little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah, exactly.
His dad made him for him. His dad
Beaten
was
every day
Dad was a
after
cool
school.
guy, carpenter.
Tore down a small forest in Cleveland.
Did he try to steal Pee Wee Herman's bike?
He was a rich man.
Robbie Buxton.
It's Willie G. Chicago coming up Friday night at the Lincoln Lodge, and then you got Zanies in Old Town. Wednesday, September 4th.
Yeah,
Some
gang.
great stuff. How do they get tickets, Willie?
Go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio.
Thank you very much. And we have Christy Lee. Are you cold?
Yes, I'm freezing. Don't you think it's cold in here?
What does that jersey say?
I think it's Maine or something. I don't know.
Some harbor.
A friend sent me this.
Oh, I thought it was
Bar
Harbor Springs.
Maine.
No,
Thank you, Richard.
No, not everything's Michigan. Calm down. It's Bar Harbor, Maine.
Yeah.
Okay. Bar Harbor.
Barb and
Fine.
Rick sent
Also
it to
Michigan,
me.
I know.
Fine bar. And
Passengers on a Six Flags ride were left stranded over 200 feet above the ground during a storm recently. Omar Hernandez Medrano filmed a video showing him and other riders on the Sky Screamer, also known as Supergirl Skyflight, getting pelted with rain and wind at the top of the stalled ride. Mr. Hernandez stated, quote, "We were stuck at the top for 10 minutes in heavy rain."
I would have said, if they asked me about my video, I would have said my last name was Zapruder.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice.
I was real annoyed that the guy who did the video, his name was in the story.
Yeah, yeah.
According to the Parks
Easily left out.
website, the ride takes passengers 243 feet above ground.
Video shows is all you have to say.
Six Flags
understand
Mexico
me?
said evacuation protocols were followed, but the storm intensified during the process, creating some uncomfortable moments for our visitors.
It had to have been so nerve-wracking.
The picture of them all on the ride, they just look annoying and terrified.
waiting for the lightning.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be the terrifying part, I would think.
That's, being wet at an amusement park, that's the best, right?
Yeah, walking around the rest of the day.
You must be this chafed to ride.
Well, at least all that heavy rain washes away the diarrhea from being terrified up there.
A TV news helicopter crew found a missing New York City boy playing hooky on the roof of his building.
Funny.
CBS News New York reports the 9-year-old left his Brooklyn apartment in the morning but failed to show up at school. Parents called police, who put out a description of the missing child, including the orange tie he was wearing. The CBS station sent a helicopter to the scene, and reporter Dan Rice spotted the young boy on the rooftop of his family's building.
How'd you like to be ratted out by Tony and Tina in the morning?
I'm surprised we don't rat out more people.
So the kid was playing hooky, but he still wore an orange tie?
Yeah.
So he must have been dressed for...
He was dressed for
It was probably a uniform, a school uniform. And
So kind of a Ferris Bueller reboot.
Yeah.
The 9-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Pretty early to be playing hooky in the school year, right?
I think it's fun. And I like when little kids have to wear ties to school because by like 6th period, they look like an accountant that's been working all day.
Yeah, they had a tough one.
The tie down a little bit. It's so funny.
I like school uniforms.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you do. Do your kids have to wear uniforms?
Yes or no?
Do you want me to take over?
Up until 6th
Finley
grade.
doesn't have to anymore. Now Finley can wear T-shirts to school and jeans if she wants to. But Hart still wears a polo shirt like me.
Okay.
I think the uniforms, it simplifies everything. It's great.
We know you wear one every day.
Yeah, well, you know.
Actually, you've changed it up. You're wearing polo shirts now.
Schools that enforce uniforms, do the parents have to pay for them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's actually more inexpensive down the road.
Instead of buying a bunch of different outfits?
Yeah, you buy, a couple of...
3 pairs of chinos and a couple of navy blue shirts. You just rotate
There you
them.
go.
Yeah.
And they always have a sale at the end of the year, in case Chunkles just gain another 40. You can sell her dress to the next.
So now you're making fun of a fat kid? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's what's
That's what he's doing.
He's not a nice man.
I'm taking the pressure off
He hates
everybody
fat
else.
people. We all know it. He's tried to hide it for... Well, no, he hasn't tried to hide it.
A surgeon in Austria is accused of allowing his teenage daughter to drill a hole into a patient's skull. According to Austrian media, a 33-year-old man who suffered a forestry accident was flown to Graz University Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. Several months later, an anonymous complaint was lodged to the prosecutor's office alleging that the attending neurosurgeon allowed his 13-year-old daughter to take part in the operation.
Hey, it was bring your kid to work day.
And even allowed her to drill into the man's skull.
Christy, I like that it was an anonymous complaint.
Yeah.
Hey, how many people's skulls have we drilled? One? Well, this guy says, do you think it was him?
Well, it might have been somebody in the operating room that witnessed this,
Just a
maybe.
comedic conceit?
Oh.
Not looking for logic?
By the way, the man is reportedly still unable to work, and authorities are now investigating the entire surgical team. Yikes.
Yeah, that is... It's just inappropriate. Just bringing your kids to work. Tell them about it, Dad.
Yeah. No, but it must have been bring your kid to work day.
I mean, it sounds like it was something like that. Hey, honey, go ahead.
You can drill.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hold the flashlight right. I can't imagine holding the DeWalt or whatever they have in the operating.
Like I said, lucky it wasn't bring your dog to work day. Hey, just lick that wound clean there, Sparky. Wow.
The Federal Aviation Administration is in the news today. They are modernizing a rule that requires no smoking signs on planes to be able to turn off. According to simplyflying.com, the FAA currently mandates airlines have the ability to turn off the non-smoking signs on aircraft, even though smoking has been prohibited since the year 2000.
This sounds like a bureaucracy is what this is.
Well, and this is where this gets... The rule led United Airlines to ground its Airbus A321 NEOs earlier this year when crews were unable to turn off the non-smoking signs.
I'd be furious.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, if I was a passenger,
Yeah, we can't take this airplane.
But you're mad about it.
You're right. I'm already furious on a plane.
No, but I mean, it's unnecessary. Just take some duct tape.
United Airlines was granted an exemption from the rule, and other airlines followed suit. So now the FAA is proposing to remove the requirement for planes to have a physical or software switch for the non-smoking signs. This seems like such a non-story and so ridiculous. Why are we still talking about this?
I think the no smoking thing is more for Boeing than anything.
Yeah. How about we wear no smoking shirts regarding your engines? I should have said engines there, really.
Engines.
Can we do something about these?
Yeah.
What about no vaping? Maybe alter them. Are people vaping on planes?
They're not supposed to.
Yeah, are they doing it though?
Probably. Go to the bathroom. Go to the other side for a little bit. Sure.
I'm seeing more and more of that, and you never see anybody smoking anymore. When's the last time you saw anybody light one up?
I've seen, isn't there one at O'Hare, the giant room where all the smokers go, right?
There's one in Miami. That's a fun one. Going to smoke a cigarette at the Miami airport.
The one in Atlanta is pretty populated.
I kind of root on the people who are still smoking.
Really?
I go, good for you. Sticking with it. You're ignoring all of it, and you're just doing what you want. To me, it's a sign of freedom. I like it.
Okay.
Have you seen those commercials where the lady has no jaw?
Oh.
Well, hey, look, I'm not saying it's a smart move. I just like that. Yeah. Hey, live.
I'm going to stick to something, and hey, what the hell?
right.
It's my choice.
I love a vape. I can't tell if you're vaping or if the Undertaker's about to come out. There's cotton candy theme this week or something. I don't know. So.
There's new data out there that indicates dating apps may be losing steam. The Hustle compiled a list of figures that spell trouble for online dating companies. Tinder's paying user base shrunk by nearly 10% this year to just shy of 10 million. Match Group, which owns Tinder, saw a dip in investments.
I have a question, though. Isn't this maybe because they're working?
I mean, there should be new clientele, though, right? If they're working, then people are going to make matches, and then they'll get off the app, and then new people will join the app to find the person they love.
I think people are just fed up because the matches they make are not successful, and they get tired of dealing with it. And that's the case for a lot of my girlfriends, anyway.
No, but you're the age of your girlfriends. They should be
careful.
A dating app called Carbon Dating.
I don't care.
Is that right?
Yes.
It's a good
That
joke.
is a very good joke.
Can't get it out.
Yes.
It's so mean.
That's such a funny joke.
So mean.
Instead of like our time, isn't that the one for for sad
carbon
I feel
dating?
bad for you. You don't care anymore.
Bumble missed analyst expectations with its Q4 2023 earnings, which caused stock to fall 30% and led to the company laying off 30% of its workforce. Match Group and Bumble, which make up the majority of the dating market, have lost combined $40 billion in market value since 2021.
I would like to see the numbers of the dating site the declining numbers.
Yes.
Put up against the OnlyFans subscription numbers and or real doll purchases. If there's some sort of correlation between people going artificial and people actually wanting to meet real people going down. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I know what you're saying, but
I'd like
that's
to see if
scary.
it is a little alarming.
Sad.
But I bet there's some correlation there.
Yeah, the real doll never says she'll get drinks with you on Tuesday after work and then bails on you.
No, exactly.
The real doll's always there for your sweet cuddles.
Right.
Now, in your case, Josh, couldn't we do
Here we
Bumble
go.
versus DoorDash?
You could. And what it would be is 0% Bumble, my numbers. Almost daily DoorDash.
A Pew
I
Research.
couldn't stop myself.
I mean, that's...
We'll tie this story up with this. A Pew Research Center survey found almost half of all online daters say their experiences have been negative.
But that means half have been positive. The couple that
Yeah, exactly. Why are we looking at it like that?
Yeah, I think it's still great for people.
Half positive is pretty good.
Willie, you've used you like them, right?
Yeah. It's for me, the dating app is just you get off it as soon as possible. You meet the person, and then you say, hey, let's do a phone number trade, then let's meet up in person, and then you're off the app almost immediately.
Yeah.
Right. It's what welfare should be. You get on it when you need it, and then you try to get off.
But you don't want to get political. But
I don't want to get political.
Vote for the other guy.
But
I do love comment sections of stuff because I posted a video and somebody said I look like if I had a dating profile, there'd be a dead animal next to me in the picture. Like, hey, look what I got for you.
My gift to you.
Yeah, I can provide.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's real.
It is. I mean,
yeah,
isn't
it's a
that kind
phenomenon.
of...
The couple, I was the, what do you call it? The
Officiant.
The officiant for a wedding. That particular couple, they met on Bumble. And the bride was showing me, walking me through Bumble. And out there, a lot of guys, holding up a fish. There was a guy with his mom. I mean, but if that's what your thing is, great. But I think it's perfectly acceptable if it's working for you.
Sure, absolutely. It's hard to meet people anytime. So,
and I assume someone. I assume someone has done the horror movie, like the Bumble murders or something. That has to have been
the news.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think you need.
It's called the Craigslist Killer.
yeah.
I think you can find that documentary on Netflix if you look real hard.
Wow.
Man.
Now, speaking of Netflix, we have some friends who have some stuff posted on Netflix these days.
Sure, Greg Warren does.
Greg Warren, who's got that great thing about corn.
Yeah.
Where the Field Corn Grows, and The Salesman, 2 great pieces. And then yesterday we talked to Bert Kreischer. He's got a bunch of stuff up on Netflix.
Yep.
That you can.
Chad Daniels do specials.
Yeah.
And Chad Daniels has his special up and running.
Brent, are you on the Netflix?
I'm on Amazon Prime. I have a special called What on Flat Earth.
That's on Prime. Okay, cool.
Yes, not on Netflix.
It's on Prime.
What they put on a poster is not on Netflix, is what they say.
Brent Terhune's a great comedian. Brent is going to be doing his thing in person. Des Moines, Iowa is the place. The Funny Bone is the specific location, and it's this Friday and Saturday. Now, I want to do a little quick quiz here. For those of you that are of a certain age, perhaps you're concerned about retiring. Do you guys want something more to worry about in your life?
No.
Please.
Oh, I'm
okay,
worried
good.
about my carbon profile. Go on.
Okay. 61% of Americans age 50 and older are worried about retiring because the days of the gold watch and the pension from the company gone for the most part. That's where, well, you've got your Social Security, but is that going to be enough? Maybe not. This is where you want to look into an annuity, and Silac Insurance is the place. See what I'm talking about by visiting their website, silacins.com. Certain restrictions apply. See what I'm talking about. By the way, Silac is SILACINS.com, or you can just go to the bobandtom.com website. We have a direct link there, not to mention a very fashionable video starring Chick McGee.
Hi there.
So if you were interested in maybe getting a check every month and feeling a lot more confident about your future, this may be just the thing for you. Silac, S-I-L-A-C, experts in the field, and find out about their expertise by checking out silacins.com. Once again, just go to the Bob and Tom website, click over there. While you're there, surf around, have some fun, and find out the delights of contemporary American life. How does that sound?
Wonderful.
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate your support. Everybody else here is already checked out.
Wrap it up, Tom.
Bubble Man is next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. Sitting next to Christy Lee, it's a veteran of many years with a guitar. A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't, Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show. Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
I blamed it all on me.
See, this is, I'm sorry.
not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pat
Daly is here with us.
Thank
Pat.
you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
No, Pat. Good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You
don't
could
you?
certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like chicks
Okay, here we go.
readers?
Here we go.
You want my
Missouri.
cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one. Till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
Wait. My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary's having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one. Till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fits in, and cat's having kitten, and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Yeah. Geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's
there.
all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Hi, this is Tom. Coming up Thursday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we're going to be hearing a little bit of something from Mr. Obvious.
Mr. Obvious, my contractor explains that he's lost his tape measure, and he's trying to find out how tall my wife is so he can have her lay down beside the boards that he's going to cut.
That's Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. There's Willie Griswold, Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes sports desk.
Dude
and here's
Wipes.
Tom.
Dude.
Hi, Tom.
I have a letter. Dear Christy,
Check.
I'm a research scientist who works with corn, soybeans, and other crops. When I heard the story on evapotranspiration, I thought, whatever that word is, finally, a news story for me. Then those a-holes trampled all over it. You deserve better than that gaggle of morons you work with. Keep your head up and keep reading the news.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin. Scientist Justin.
Justin is correct.
It's not a gaggle of morons.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what it would be.
I think it's just me, is what he's going to say.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a gaggle of geese.
Yes.
There has to be a special word, don't you think?
For morons?
There's a bitter of comedians.
What about
Excellent joke.
a bumbling of morons?
Oh, that's good.
A bumble of morons.
Or
I
a
like
stumble of morons?
Morning show of morons.
Well, if you want to be a little on the nose.
I'm only on here like once every 6 months, so it doesn't matter to me.
Fair enough.
The story about this is a food scientist. Mm-hmm. Just yesterday, I was praising food scientists and how they've done so much to improve culture and contemporary society with their great food additives, etc. Now, the story was about corn sweat.
Corn sweat in the Midwest causing humidity to be higher, which makes us more uncomfortable, but it means that the crops are healthy.
Corn sweat.
So
That's good to know.
it's good to know.
And it's
Keith Sweat, right? Or
There you go, sure,
So
yeah,
that's the Midwest version is corn sweat.
Keith Sweat, corn sweat.
be more like a
That's right.
It'd be like a hillbilly rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, a San Diego man known for his bubble-blowing performances has been ticketed
I'll blow you, Bubbles.
for what is described as...
That sounds like Michael Jackson on a slow night.
Well,
just you and me, Bubbles.
The parents have caught on. No more slumber parties. It's just you and me, Bubbles. That's right. Oh, we're all pretending like that didn't happen? Okay.
I want to pretend that it didn't happen.
I want to pretend a lot of stuff right now.
Now, wait a second. In this guy's defense, before we...
Michael Jackson's?
No, the bubble.
I haven't gotten there yet. We don't even know what he got in trouble for.
But have you ever seen these guys that they take these strings and
They suck.
I love this. They make bubbles the size of blimps.
They can walk inside them.
They can walk in
They
them.
do
and-
like with a hula hoop?
Yeah, they go over themselves.
Okay.
The San Diego man known for his bubble-blowing performances has been ticketed for what is described as liquid littering, only in California.
Really? So the homeless guy peeing all over the dock is okay.
Yeah.
This guy's entertaining kids and he's...
What is your idea of entertainment? A guy and blowing bubbles, right? Our world's less. This guy can't perform.
It's not just blowing bubbles. The guy's getting inside them. He's having fun.
Mr. Sandy Snakenberg, known locally as the Bubble Man,
Sandy Snakenberg.
has been blowing his bubbles for over a decade and lives off the tips
Locally, that sad bastard.
he receives for his free performances. However, he recently received a ticket in La Jolla Cove where rangers cited him for liquid littering because the residue of the bubbles fell to the ground and killed the grass.
Oh, well then, so there's physical evidence that he is hurting the environment.
Mr. Snakenberg told KFMB TV
He's a menace, is what he is.
that the ticket will not stop him from doing what he loves and sharing it with the community.
Well, then you'll just be ticketed again.
I'm glad they've solved all the crime in California. They're worried about a guy blowing bubbles. And where was this again?
In La Jolla, San Diego area.
Oh, so these are the police. These are
Rich police.
These are San Diego charges.
I mean, you have to control the volume on that.
God!
Sorry. I have no idea.
We need to rethink everything that's happened in the last couple of days because that is That is blistering loud. Do you think my feedback is a pain in the ass?
Sorry, Al.
I was an actual audio engineer. I will take over that board.
I can't. I don't know in advance how loud they're going to be.
A wedding photographer in
There has to be some sort of governor. There has to be something to limit it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, sorry.
A wedding photographer in Minnesota is facing charges after he secretly recorded a bride topless in her underwear.
What's wrong with this?
As long as she's good looking, right?
According to a criminal complaint, police in Cloquet became aware of the incident when the photographers... Or cloquette, whatever.
Well, no, it's like parquet.
Isn't cloquet what rich people play in Japan?
In Japan. Wow.
Just in case we weren't in trouble. Really.
Became aware of the incident when the photographer's wife handed over a thumb drive containing the video as well as other material displaying sexual conduct.
Boy, thanks, honey. Thanks a lot.
Investigators determined that Mitchell Ringness had hidden a camera in the bridal suite and recorded the 27-year-old bride
with the magic dingus
in her underwear with her breasts exposed.
Yeah.
The bride confirmed that Mr. Ringness had been hired as the still photographer, adding that he was not hired to do videography or boudoir photographs.
No, but he took the initiative.
He's a doer. He's a get up and goer.
You know, your husband might want to see you before you got married.
He's a pleaser.
Topless.
The Something Blue is a blue video of her dancing around boobs in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Boobs in the air.
Nuptials, having a nice time.
And in Florida, they've arrested a woman accused of walking around outside in the nude during her neighbor's birthday party. According to the report, someone from the birthday party called sheriff's deputies and explained that their 56-year-old neighbor was completely naked when she walked up to the chain-link fence that separates the properties.
56? Yeah, no, you have no business being naked. That's real old. For a woman. For a guy, it's not that old.
I'm going to kick you in the nuts during the break.
Well, unless you're like a basketball player, then it's really old. But
Suspect
if you're
was
a regular gal, it's ancient, you know?
The suspect was reportedly waving around plastic doll legs and rubbing them on her genitalia.
Was it just?
Oh, this is crazy.
If it's just doll legs, if there's legs and there's no doll, you should go to jail. Just right away.
There's something real
That's
odd.
Sid from Toy Story. Crazy.
What's the difference between this lady and that performance artist with the bubbles? It's the same thing.
Yep.
Is this a kid's party?
Just trying to entertain.
Yeah, there were children in the vicinity. When the neighbor told the woman she was naked, she responded, "I know, it's hot outside."
That's funny.
The
Who are you talking to?
The 56-year-old was arrested on charges of indecent exposure.
So it's a kid's birthday party and she's shooting a beeve at him?
Apparently.
You can't be naked in your own backyard this morning?
Not when you're that old.
I thought this was America.
Yeah, so if she'd been hot, it would have been okay.
No, she would have been young.
She might have been hot. You don't know.
Nobody's hot at 56.
Oh, here's her picture. She looks like she's having a good time.
With her legs, her doll legs in the air?
She has a like a Bill Belichick sweatshirt on. Yeah, in this photo, this must be her mugshot.
Well, she must not be overweight, or he would have said something.
Yeah.
Have another cookie.
Does she have all her teeth?
Way to go, Chunkles.
Okay. We have sexy time coming up. The Ace Cosby joke of the day and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I can't help but notice, sir, you're wearing extremely tight, what are those called?
They are called Lycra Spandex Pursuit Pants.
Now, is that a potato in the front there, or...
Tom. Glad to see you. Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like Jim and the twins are pretty cozy this morning, sir.
Never hurts to advertise. Yeah, I guess it doesn't.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
He's smuggling topsoil for an offshore development project.
Oh, yeah, I always a White Castle.
Really?
Yeah. I was, God, I was so drunk I thought I was in McDonald's. I ordered a quarter pounder. I got 500 hamburgers. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Help me.
Okay, thank you.
Pick a number between 1 and 50. We'll ask our guest. Then I'll just hit a random sound effect. We'll see if it fits the commercial. All right. 150, Clinton. Pick a number.
35.
35.
That's Andy Moore Ford.
35. Here we go.
Heavenly deals at Andy.
There you go.
You'll think you've died and gone to
Pick
car heaven
another number,
at
Clinton.
Andy Moore Ford. 27.
27.
Andy Moore Ford. Electrifying deals at Andy Moore Ford.
Okay, pick another number. Go ahead, Clinton. Any number.
8.
8? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear.
They have body shop.
They have a body shop at Andy Moore Ford.
Any other number. Go ahead. Pick one more.
19.
That's our manager screaming at the fabulous deals you'll find.
Where is that?
At Andy Moore Ford.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show
on,
this morning.
Man, I wish I'd lived to hear today's show.
Me too. I wish I was here.
You know, there's a reason I'd never heard of this band.
Why?
Because this guy had to have his penis cut off for publicity. You know, I prefer musicians who can actually make it on their skill, not on their lack of a dick. So,
I knew you'd have
I know how to make it in show
That's
business.
what I said.
Yikes. I know how to make it in show business. First we whip it out, and then we take a cleaver.
How does he pee?
Sitting down.
Or all over the place.
Yeah. That was the video.
No, that's not true. How does he pee? Depends.
Okay, never mind. Sorry I asked.
Hard copy all of a sudden. This is exclusive.
Dogs die in the cargo hold?
Occasionally.
And then they just replace them with a dog that looks similar. They got a big dog farm for these things, man. All the airlines share the same dog farm.
Dave, we need a Shih Tzu.
Brown face, white feet.
We need a Shih Tzu, gate C27.
It's a number 8.
Yeah.
Bring us that number 8.
Another newfie coming in on United. Try to take care of that.
Yeah, he's different aboard. Come on in.
Okay.
The big danger this time of year is the heat. If they were down there, and if the plane is delayed on the tarmac for any reason, it can be a problem. So, that was just a story this week that came out.
Do the right thing. Drive your dog.
Warning folks that are flying their dogs about that.
There you go.
I ain't making this up.
And if it's a small dog, like a little tiny little hand dog,
yeah, you can put it underneath your seat.
no, just throw it out the window because those aren't real dogs.
Those aren't real dogs.
This is cool. I like doing radio.
How can you change a dinosaur's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, halfway through.
Halfway through.
Do you know what the smallest dinosaur was?
What?
The clitoris. Very tiny. Little red, pinkish dinosaur.
Well, congratulations.
Wow.
You finally got it on the air.
Done it, haven't you?
Congratulations.
Way to go.
See, all that filthy lunch talk, and now it's on the air. Are you happy now? Are you a big man saying clitoris? Is that it?
See, I always thought the smallest one was the lick-a-lot-of-puss, but apparently.
I did a show at this dance club. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I don't like to dance. The lady running the show, she was like, why don't you shake what your mama gave you? I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to shake scoliosis and a low self-esteem, but there were black lights everywhere in that venue, on stage and backstage where I'm standing. And I was just doing the normal pre-show check, and I had a stain on my pants right here. I know, I felt the same way. What had happened was, when you put your pants in the washer and you dump the soap in, it all landed right here, and that shows up under a black light. I didn't know that, and neither did anybody else. Because I was on stage and everybody was like, oh man, that is a lot. It was a capful, it was a lot. That's 2 loads, so. If you think that's a dirty joke, it's because you're a dirty person. It's a laundry joke, it's a clean joke, so.
and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say.
On the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Willie Griswold's here.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
With a great suggestion from an emailer.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
Is that suggestion that we check out the Ace Cosby joke of the day?
No, but I say, why the heck wouldn't we?
What is your suggestion over there?
We were talking about a group of morons, and Tom,
we need a word.
Yeah.
No, it's not a gaggle of morons.
Right. Mike suggests a mangle of morons, and I think that's pretty good.
A mangle of morons?
Yes, just mangling things up.
Yeah, that's pretty descriptive.
Now, we have a nice letter.
Sorry to
here.
bother you guys.
I thought it was funny.
Can I offer an honest critique?
Yeah.
Piss poor.
Thanks, Coach.
Not Mike's suggestion, my presentation of it?
No, the whole thing.
Okay, everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's alliterative, mingle of moron, the double M. That's fun.
All right. Taking some notes here.
Okay.
Piss poor.
We'll take more
Exclamation
suggestions.
point. Fix it.
Our guest is comedian Brent Terhune on his way to the Funny Bone in Des Moines this Friday and Saturday. Got a little letter here, Brent, about you.
Okay. Hopefully it's good stuff.
As follows. It reads, he said, I just wanted to say what an awesome dude Brent Terhune is.
Oh, okay.
He did a special event at a pizzeria here in Louisville, and he said pizzeria is what he gets when he eats too much pizza.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sweet.
That's a great joke.
Thank you very much.
Ace Cosby.
Ace.
Ace is just mad because he had that pizza month a couple of years ago. He had pizzeria the whole time.
Oh, boy.
No, I was really regular.
Really? I know that you were.
Can we
the way that you
not
said that.
talk about Ace's bathroom habits, please?
Well, I
I
think
got
Ace.
a very nice compliment about Ace yesterday. A friend of mine came up to me and said, I've been using Ace Cosby's jokes of the day for the last few days and getting quite a few laughs at work.
You work at a preschool?
Work at the deaf school? Anything?
No.
Let's school Mr. Terhune.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Speaking of cooking, you guys know how to make Canadian bacon stop curling in the pan?
No, how?
Take away their little brooms.
Oh.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I kind of enjoyed the absurdness of it, the absurdity.
So did I.
Yes.
You know what? I doubted you, but I'll give it to you on that
Yeah.
one. Just that one.
You'd have to be part of a mangle of morons not to know
Yeah.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. A couple of other things coming up. We are going to be experiencing sexy time with Ally Breen.
Quick question. Do you guys smell freshly cut grass, or am I having a stroke?
They are cutting the grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I smell that.
I got real nervous.
I wondered what that was. Yes, you're exactly right. That's what that is. Yes.
Coming up, Willie G. I mentioned this, Chicago Friday night.
This building is more or less empty.
At the Lincoln Lodge.
This time, and they're cutting the grass now. Can you do something about this, Tom?
I don't know. What are you talking about? Willie in Chicago, Wednesday, September 4th at Zanies in Old Town. And then Detroit, the Independent Comedy Club with Chris Higgins, September 6th and 7th. All on the road with Willie G. Right now, we return to the lady in the Harbor something sweatshirt.
Bar Harbor.
She's freezing.
Town of
Bar
Maine.
Harbor,
Yeah.
Maine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to go down that road.
The U.S. Navy has run out of pants for its working uniform. and will not be getting a restock for months. Courtney Williams, a spokeswoman for the Navy's Exchange Service Command, told military.com.
Spokeswoman for the Navy. Oh, that's not a joke? Sorry.
That is experiencing severe shortages of trousers, both in physical stores and online.
We'll start making the women wear skirts. Easy answer.
You do call them skirts.
Yes.
The women, that's what you call them, Josh.
Broad hips.
You also call them broads. So
The shortage is
do you have a
blamed
name
on.
for a group of them? Is it a mangle of wax? Or what are they?
Wax.
Oh, that's the Army.
Yeah, we're talking about the
females.
Navy. Shortage due to Defense Logistics Agency vendor issues. According to military.com, the Navy working uniform is one of the few uniforms sailors are allowed to not only perform work in, but also wear pretty much anywhere off base, including to places such as restaurants and stores. I didn't realize this. So if you're in the armed services, you can't wear the uniform anywhere but on base?
Probably certain uniforms. I don't know. But I mean,
I don't know. I always wear them at theme parks to skip the line, but that's kind of different, isn't it?
Can you imagine?
To get on planes
the dirt bag.
time to put on my fast pass.
Yeah. Man.
Hello. Buddy, I'm always boarding Group A. Do you see my jacket?
that's...
This could be kind of cool. We could see Navy sailors out in the wilds, and they're wearing cargo shorts. That could be exciting for people. Is that not exciting
That's
for anyone?
appropriate. Cargo shorts?
Yeah, I think so. They can put all their things in there.
But somebody screwed up big time.
Yeah, this is a major mistake.
In
fact, major mistake was probably behind me.
Remember, he's been demoted.
Do you remember this tune? Here we go.
Why is that still playing?
It's a great song.
You know who that is, Will?
Village People? Or
Yeah.
Mitch Miller, maybe?
You know, I guarantee.
It could be Mitch Miller. I think you could be
There's
right.
no. Can you imagine an admiral hearing that for the first time? What in the 70s? And just, oh, jeez, this isn't going to help us at all. We can't have this.
I fought in Vietnam for this? What is this?
kind of a lesser hit for. I think that was probably the last go round for the Village People hit wise.
Yeah, I think so.
They have two, right? YMCA and
In the
Navy. Anything else?
There was Go West, which wasn't a big hit.
Evidently, Ace is well, of course, it's awful. Why wouldn't he be an expert? Yes. TV and music. Yeah.
What was their biggest hit was YMCA.
Has to.
Macho Man?
Macho Man.
Oh, yeah, I knew there was another one.
Yeah, there we go.
So Macho Man.
In the Navy was kind of a lesser.
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Well, in hindsight, when they go, we want you as a new recruit.
Right.
Yeah, there was a subtext of anality, if you will.
The gay cabal, if you will.
Well, that brings us to this email.
You're always talking about that, aren't you?
Dear Chick, just for Tom, it should be a Griswold of moron.
Oh, no.
That's nice.
Oh, yes. It somehow reflects on Willie.
I'm fine with that. I'm kind of a moron. I do my best every day, but yeah, I can be a real dummy. I thought a chipmunk was a baby squirrel till 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have to learn.
Wait a
still.
minute, it's not?
No. It's a whole different thing, Chick.
I'll be damned.
I can't tell if you're being silly or not, but yeah, they look like little baby squirrels. They're not.
They do look like little baby squirrels. You're right.
Sure.
I get it.
I'm been reading this more about the Navy and the pants.
Oh, good.
This is just some idiot screwed up, and now they're trying to. I would think this is a fairly consistent issue that they have to reorder the pants every now and then.
Has the Navy ever not heard of Old Navy?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they are Navy pants, by the way.
I just love
the Navy pants navies.
Yeah, they are Navy.
Would you say the dress blues are the most handsome of the uniforms, Christy?
Oh, on a Marine? Yeah, those are very nice.
Oh, dress blues aren't Navy?
I thought they were Marines, right?
I don't know. I'm a coward.
You are a draft dodger.
No, Marines are part of the Navy, right?
No, separate.
Yes.
I thought the
I don't
Navy.
think so.
In the beginning, I think
in the beginning it was Marines were part of the Navy. I don't know if they're totally separate now or not, but I think they are.
It's a separate thing.
They're all under the Coast Guard. I know that.
That's very helpful.
You got trouble with calling the Coast Guard.
That's right.
I hope you live on a coast.
So are these
if you're inland, we
naval
got no
gents going to be on deck of a ship with no pants on?
Well,
I thought it was women.
It's all the
Okay.
Navy.
How do I get out of this conversation?
God, it's just a pair of navy blue pants. You could get them anywhere, I would think.
It's not that controversial. They don't have enough pants, and women shouldn't be in the military. That's all there is to it.
There's 50% of your problem right there.
Man, I hope I get my ass kicked.
That would be done by a rear admiral.
There are people organizing, evidently.
I guess there are dress blues in the Navy and in the Marines, so you are correct.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Christy.
We learned a lot today, didn't we?
Coming up, it'll be sexy time with Ally Breen, and we're going to ask our guest to sit in.
Okay.
Brent, are you
I've been calling it sexy time with Brent this whole show. So,
that's nice. Right now, I want to tell you again about our buddy Steven Singer as we get ready for the football season. Steven Singer Jewelers stepping up with some nice gift certificates every week. So this is going to be fun.
And every Thursday night's ravioli night. Don't forget.
At IHateStevenSinger.com. I actually got a nice letter.
About ravioli night?
Not about ravioli night, but this comes to us from Caleb. He writes...
from the Amish community?
He writes, I went to IHateStevenSinger.com, and I got to tell you, I was convinced to check out the website when Josh assumed the chair at the IHateStevenSinger.com desk.
Well, thank you.
I've been kicking myself for not checking it out sooner. I'm getting my wife and my kids and my granddaughter stuff from Steven Singer. Well, thank you, Caleb.
Nice.
We appreciate that. What's it all about? Well, IHateStevenSinger.com is the website you can peruse and find all kinds of stuff, especially real diamonds. Steven Singer Jewelers specializing in real, natural, rare, earthborn diamonds. Diamonds from a jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer, famous for the 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And if you want to upgrade those earrings, maybe those diamonds, how about some bigger ones? Well, you can do that and get the full value of that pair you got in the beginning. See what I'm talking about? Find out all about Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. No phony sales, no weird special pricing games. It's the best price every day. See what I'm talking about? Once again, visit IHateStevenSinger.com and get ready to win some cool prizes from Steven Singer Jewelers. We'll give you the details on how our contest is going to start. Up next, it's Sexy Time with Ally Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Canada is just one big bleh. I don't know. I know where Windsor is, and
the home of
the Windsor Ballet, a strip club. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm telling you.
And Paul Schaefer's from Thunder Bay. That's
trying to give your story something of a spine so that we can understand what's happening.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
No, you're saying.
Thanks, everybody. I don't know what happened to Jim. Well, you were acting like a puppet master and putting words in his mouth every. Oh, would that upset him? Yeah, I think it probably.
Well, see, because this gets to my fundamental beef about naming teams. Why are they called the Los Angeles Lakers?
Because they were the Minneapolis Lakers and they didn't change the name. Grow up, read a book.
No, so were you assuming that the Edmonton Oilers used to be in Houston?
It's a fair question, Chick. We don't know.
I'm sorry, I missed your question.
You're asking why they were called the Edmonton Oilers. Was there oil there?
American students are woefully undertaught about Canada.
Yeah.
We should know a little bit more about it.
Certainly are. It should be one big country. Why can't we annex Canada?
It's real close, I hear.
Northern.
It's real close, yeah.
Northern America.
Yeah, you hear all about Mexico almost daily. Nothing about Canada.
You know the weird thing about Canada? Michigan touches Canada.
Yeah.
What? Also Wisconsin. Also, Washington and Maine, I guess.
And
Figure it out. Let's get one state, one border.
But as far as I know, that's it. No other states touch Canada. That's all
what you're saying is that's where we're building the
I'm
wall?
not saying anything to you.
I'm
not speaking to you.
You're saying we're building a wall.
Shut
now.
your mouth. Talk to Josh. Get off my ass. Not today.
Get off his ass. Not today.
Take your pick.
Where we lose chick, 601.
Oh, fake anger? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Fake today.
Coming up.
This is real as the heart attack I'm planning.
And then you did what? To who? And what was his name?
Hey,
was he
look.
left-handed? Yes.
I have a
I'm just trying to give your story some spine.
Can I have your little car?
Why don't you shut up?
You still have payments on that, or can I just take it outright?
That's a valid question.
Do I have to take over the payments on the little one?
No, you can't get me back. You can't get me back. It's over.
I don't want your back. I want your car.
It's over. You can't get. Why would I give you my car if I hate you? Why?
I think there are a lot of,
Why?
a lot of people who've gotten divorced that have given away some really nice
All
cars.
fired up already, didn't you?
Oh, God, I got the papers.
After I bent over backwards to put you on the poster. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you something. This is a radio show. Every now and then we're on YouTube, or all the time we're on YouTube. I don't know how it works. Something about zeros and ones. I don't know.
Sure.
If you spent 1/10 of the time, this is serious. If you spent 1/10 of the time you do making posters, we would be on whatever. Everybody would have to listen to us. It would be a government mandate. That's the kind of
this is North Korea?
crap we have to put up with because of your stupid effing posters.
No, I can have it redone without using
He's
it.
very. I would love to see that.
I can get that done.
Please.
That's one click.
I bet you can't without hearing the history of the trumpet. I bet you can't do that. But you go ahead.
Our art director plays the trumpet. It's a very nice poster, and you'll be able to see it if you're joining us in Iowa coming up.
Yes, it's a poster.
Osceola, Iowa.
Oh, you're gonna do the radio show or anything? You're gonna have fun? You're gonna laugh? Well, yeah. But there's a poster.
He slaves over them.
There's a poster.
We'll be signing it for,
Pat, there's a poster.
I know,
for
it's
our
perfect,
fans.
too.
I'll stand over Chick's shoulder.
And
What do you sign?
it's like
CHICK.
It's like a playing card. Can we make them any smaller? I don't know. Wow. I got this poster. We'll move an actual poster. Oh, there it is behind it. Okay.
The larger ones are being printed today.
Sure they are. Sure they are.
Chick, well
On
done.
unborn panda pelts? Is that what you're making them out of, right? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm doing just fine.
Staying out. Don't look at me.
You're not in the poster, Christy, because you're not going to be
I
there.
can't be there, sadly.
Where are we going to be? We're going to be at Osceola, Iowa, coming up Friday morning.
Don't forget your poster.
Oh, now Tom's going to get really mad.
Not bad.
That's never happened before in my life.
I have time to. I do have time to remove Chick from the poster.
Well, do, please. Please.
Then you wouldn't have to sit there and sign them for the next 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, there's probably going to be 10,000 posters at the last minute because, we had to have a trumpet solo. And then, Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. There's Tom Griswold.
I'm right here at the Steven Singer sidekick chair ancillary desk.
All right.
That makes sense?
Sure.
I mean, you're at the desk, but I'm
What's
at the,
happening?
Yeah, you're at my
ancillary.
the satellite.
Yes. Yeah, I'm now working for you.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Who's that over there? Is that Christy Lee? Where's she sitting, Josh?
She is at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Well, thank you, Josh.
Isn't that nice? I see Willie G is right over there.
In a chair.
And Willie G is sitting next to Alsy.
Howdy.
Which means... Oh, wait a minute.
He's in the icebox.
There's Brent Terhune.
Brent is in the icebox.
You're in Pat's room. Pat's sick today, so you're in the...
Oh, that's good. Just have me breathe into the same thing that he breathes into while he's sick.
And by the way, the lighting in there, you look really ghostly with your...
Yeah, I'm very pale, so I thought it was just me. So I'm glad to know that one more break, and I'll just be broadcasting from the parking lot.
You want to be on the show or not?
Now, do we have Ally Breen? There we go. Oh, isn't she pretty? There's Ally Breen in New York City.
Yes, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
How are you?
Yeah, Allie is.
Once again, we like to talk to women on our show like they're toddlers. Hi, honey. How are you? Aren't you pretty? Yeah,
Good girl.
Now that's great. And look at you in an apartment. Isn't that big girl time? It's big girl time, Josh.
In the big city.
Interestingly enough, we went from Brent Terhune, who is as white as white can be, to the very white blonde Ally Breen.
I was going to say, I could give Brent run for his money on paleness.
Yeah. Now, Allie is also found on OnlyFans. ALLIB is where you'll find her. And how's that going, by the way?
It's been fun. I just got rid of a whole bunch of old underwear. So that was a good clean out the drawers situation. Yeah.
You haven't been stalked or attacked yet, huh? No stalkings or attackings? Oh, that's good.
Allie, how many pair of underwear would you say that you've sold?
Probably, I guess like 12.
Yes.
And how much a piece?
$100.
Nice.
You're gonna have to raise prices so you still have underwear to actually wear.
And Allie, I'm still waiting for mine. I did select the expedited shipping option. And they were supposed to be here yesterday, so I don't know what that is.
Sounds like problem in shipping.
Well,
sounds like a problem in shipping.
I mean, at this point, I'm just going to have to buy a regular filter for my CPAP machine. I thought I'd get a fun one.
Now, did you get specific instructions like, hey, I'd like some game worn, I'd like some clean, I'd like some...
Yeah, that's what's coming in now. Is that's why there's a lull sometimes because people want 2-day wear.
Okay.
Some gym workout.
Yes. Hey, don't judge.
And you're an honest person. You give them their money's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do what they ask. Exactly. It's not. I mean, if it was anything crazy, but so far that's not too crazy to me.
Right. This is the beauty of America.
They don't ask for specific like cotton or silk or color or anything like that.
Color, yes. Color requests.
I don't care what
fabric.
fabric.
Material requests.
Material doesn't matter so long as they're skid marked to hell.
Thanks, Josh.
Are there popular colors that people request?
Yes, pink is the most common, which I thought was a girl color, but guys like pink panties.
I've never had pink underwear in my life.
I hope this is as close as I get to a porn site. Actually running one.
Honestly.
This is,
the way the show works, people send letters to Allie. We try to help them with their love lives, such as they are, and romance. And we call it sexy time. Let's get to our first letter. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend wants us to be exclusive so we can stop using condoms. I do want to be exclusive, but I also still want to use condoms. He said, well, then I obviously don't want to be exclusive, and I'm probably with other people. Is he just gaslighting me here to make me not use them, or is that really what guys think?
So is this not a birth control issue then?
Right. She needs to explain.
Like
well, she doesn't need to.
Well, yeah,
but maybe,
is she on birth control at all?
Maybe explaining to him why she still wants him to wear condoms would assuage his... He's a little paranoid, though.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Or he is maybe gaslighting, just trying to get her to go his way.
I love that the person who wrote in was dating Vince McMahon because he loves Monday Night Raw.
Well, let's just move. Let's get to our next letter, Allie.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, sorry.
There's no answer for that first one.
You ruined it. Yeah. Fred, what are you doing, a joke during this segment?
I'm sorry.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend really likes to drink on the weekends, but in a really fun way. Like, he's always the life of the party, and we have a great time. But then when we get home, he always tries to have sex before we go to bed, and it's so drunk and sloppy, and it never works. I literally spend a half hour tugging on his silly putty until he finally passes out. There's a visual. Will it make him mad or hurt his ego if I just tell him how disgusting it is and how much I hate it? Or should I just make a sober sex only t-shirt to wear that night?
Well, no.
That won't work.
You don't have to tell him how disgusting it is. Just tell him you don't like it and don't want to do it.
Yeah, explain.
And don't use the word silly putty.
Well, if that's what it is, she's dealing with the whiskey D, so it's like, what are you going to do? It's a limp noodle. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Yeah, tell him you don't like it.
Does a guy enjoy that? Like, are you just not aware of what's happening when that's the case? Does it still feel good when it's all noodly?
I don't think it sounds like it's not working.
It sounds like he probably wouldn't remember anyway if he's
I mean,
drunk.
There's not a lot of logic happening at that time when you're that.
Maybe he
drunk.
wouldn't notice. Just keep a discreet dollop of mayonnaise handy.
Good job, honey. You finished.
Nice work.
Yeah.
And then just let him pass out. Poor sad idiots.
He wakes up with a jar of mayonnaise next to the bed, confused.
Yeah, you got to make sure you put the mayo back in the fridge because it'll go bad. We've all made that mistake. The bedroom mayo goes bad.
You wanted to bring it to room temperature at least. Okay, next.
Dear Allie, my husband works and I take care of the house and kids. I dress in sweats, and for my birthday, he bought me lingerie when what I really needed was a new dishwasher. I know women get mad when husbands aren't romantic, but I'm feeling the exact opposite. What am I supposed to do? Wear Victoria's Secret while I hand wash the dishes?
Yes.
That's what he wants to see.
No, just communicate with your.
Yeah, tell him.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to tell him.
Well,
he should just know.
Well, did you ask him? Were you like, hey, I'm serious. I straight up really want this dishwasher. Otherwise, could you maybe do it instead of me? Because I hate it.
Yeah. Also, if a guy's going for romance, maybe jewelry over lingerie? Because the lingerie is for the guy more than the girl.
Well, but it sounds like he wants to see her in something besides sweats. Maybe he wants her to make a little bit of an effort. Yeah.
I mean, that's Homer Simpson giving Marge a bowling ball that says Homer on it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Well, don't we all buy gifts for our significant others that we really want for ourselves, Brent?
That's right. Hey, baby, I love you. Here's a copy of Mario Party for my Nintendo Switch.
All right. What do you think? I don't know. I'm confused about this one a little bit.
You just got to say things like, hey,
But if you do that, you can't come back in the guy and go, well, it wasn't very romantic getting me a dishwasher.
Well, of course not. But it doesn't sound like she's the type of woman to do that. She sounds fairly practical.
I mean, you could do both. Lingerie is not that expensive. You could throw both of them in the birthday.
Yeah.
Gift bowl.
Seems greedy to me.
Open up the dishwasher and it just hang in there. That'd be nice.
Okay. Well, let's move on. What else have we got?
Clean cups.
Dear Allie, I broke up with a serious girlfriend over 10 years ago for somebody else. I definitely broke her heart, and I don't think she ever recovered. Now I'm single again, and she's been married for a few years, but I can't help but think that I made a mistake in breaking up with her. I think she'd take me back in a minute, and I think maybe we were actually meant to be. Should I go for it?
Oh, she's married to someone else.
Jerk off.
Exactly.
What is your problem? Why do you want to ruin her life?
Yeah, go ahead and ruin a family.
I'm that important. She'd probably leave everything for me. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Man. You got you. Oh, geez. You know what you did? You have a real issue there, and you wrote us.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I say put on some women's lingerie and take her dishwasher.
What were you going to say, Allie?
I hope he does try and that she's not into it at all. That she could be like, are you kidding? Why would I take you back? Like, it might just be in his head that he thinks she's been pining for him for that many years.
Yeah.
She's married.
Right.
What is that going to do, though?
I know. I don't think you should.
Satisfy me.
It would, yeah. You know what, Allie, I'm on your side. That'd be great if she could turn him down.
Oh, no. Leave this lady alone.
Yeah. Leave him on.
Leave this lady alone.
Then get her
Maybe
husband
it
to
would be
kick
good
his
closure
butt.
for her. Yeah, that she could be like, ew, like that pixie dust wore off a long time ago. I don't want you back.
Yeah,
I got
like
out.
that. Pixie dust. I like that term. Never heard that before.
Maybe send her some really inappropriate, very personal pictures.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
You would get an answer at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, but anonymously. Recognize this?
You've been missing this, haven't you?
Yeah. No, it's going a little gray around the base.
Gray around the base.
Yeah. Next.
All right, hey.
No.
None of us like the next.
He's
No,
right.
it's
No,
awful.
I like it in this case.
It's a radio show. You don't work at a bakery.
Dear Allie, my ex-husband is in full midlife crisis. He's got the sports car, the young girlfriend, everything. I think he thinks he looks cool, but I want him to know that everyone is actually laughing at him.
I
How do
want
I
him
hammer
to
this
know, because I'm a nice person. I want him to know how ridiculous he looks.
Just doing him
girl.
a favor.
I can't imagine he'd have someone else.
Read the first section. What was the
Good
first line again?
God.
He's in full midlife crisis mode. Her ex-husband.
Husband.
Okay.
The thing is, he knows. He knows what he's doing.
Of course he
when
knows.
he drives his 20-year-old girlfriend to a Pitbull concert and he's not a fan of Pitbull. He knows exactly what's happening every day of his life. You don't need to remind him. Just let him live his life.
Plus, it's working. You're irritated and you hate it, and he's winning.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Alden's right. Don't let him win. Don't do anything. Live your life.
He's thinking, oh, she's just jealous. I'm so fabulous. You know? Yeah. Let him be that way.
Send him some inappropriate genital photographs saying
There you
this.
go. That's right.
Yes. Of course, it's a little more gray around the edges.
Thank you. I would imagine there are many of you in the Library of Congress. They're in public domain. I would think you could.
That was interesting. Shall we move on?
Yeah. Next.
Oh, there we go. Dear Allie, I have been dating a guy with 2 kids for 9 months. I just met the kids for the first time, and they suck.
Oh!
They are 6 and 8, and they clearly don't want anything to do with me either. It's so hard to meet someone, and he's so great, so I really don't know what to do. Is military school still a thing?
Okay, she met the kids one time. They're 6 and 8. You cannot judge
What
that.
do you mean? Nobody changes from the time they're 6 or 8.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to do a little judging. You suck. Let this guy have fun with his kids. That's crazy.
What?
You're mad at a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old?
Right.
Their lives have been upended by a divorce, and
Right.
now you come in, and they're supposed to like you right away. That is not even fathomable. You've got to give them some time. That's
In any given
crazy.
day, on any given day, any 6 or 8-year-old is going to go either way in any kind of hi, how are you?
This is very new and confusing for them.
Right.
And you have to be the adult here and know.
and give them time.
Yes, give
and
them as much
patience.
space. Right.
And a lot of really expensive toys because that will help you
buy their love.
Yes, absolutely.
That is funny. I wouldn't do that at all, though.
No.
You don't just let them come to you eventually. Just, say hi, be nice to them. That's all you have
Take
to
the
do.
high road. You'll be
Yes.
surprised. They'll
I think
come around.
I do like that she went into Disney villain mode where she was like military school.
Yeah, I know. That's like the that's like the cliche.
It's like after one
Exactly.
meeting, they're not going to like anybody their dad brings home right away. No kid's going to do that.
It'd be one thing if they're like 15 and 17, they're like being a jerk.
Yeah.
How mean can a 6-year-old be?
You want to take this one, Tom?
Not mother. They can be mean in any
You're
given
not
day.
my mom. I mean, come on.
We have time for one more letter, Allie.
Dear Allie, I have a good friend who is engaged to a guy that didn't work out, but has since gotten married and has a new baby. Her ex and I have been talking for a long time, and he asked me out recently. So as a girl code formality, I asked her if that was okay with her.
Yes.
She flipped out on me and said I wasn't obviously clearly her friend since I was still even in touch with this guy. Well, now I see why he broke up with her. She's nuts. I want to say yes to him and cut her off and send a picture of the two of us together.
No.
Am I being a bad friend or is she?
No.
I was on your
Just
side.
eliminate the picture thing.
Picture, yeah.
And everything else is okay.
Unless it's a picture of your genitals
From the Library of Congress.
together.
You don't need to rub it in, but
No,
just
no.
don't be friends with her and go out with the guy.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Okay.
That's exactly
We've
right.
solved a lot of problems today. You can reach Ally Breen, ALLIBREEN. I'm sorry, that's ALLIBREEN on social media with your love troubles. And you can find her on OnlyFans at ALLIB. And any other exciting OnlyFans information? Are you doing your special closed circuit readings or anything, Allie?
Yes. Well, I definitely have Ask Allie After Dark. If you want to send me dirty, unfit for radio letters, I read them on there. And otherwise, just anything. Yeah, send me ideas if you guys want to see stuff on there.
Now, do you ask your male friend for tips on these letters? Do you share them with him for his input?
No, I maybe should. No, you guys are really the first crack at it. Oh, you mean the dirty ones?
Anything. I mean, do you run this stuff by him?
I have run one or two dirty ones because I was like, is this too over the top? But these I usually just bring to you guys.
Does he say stuff like, well, I don't know until I've tried that, so...
We have to give it a good go first.
I brought a used tire up to the room, so put it on.
Oh, yeah. Doing the old Detroit tire swing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good move.
Who doesn't love that?
Are you working in the city this week, Allie?
I'm going to be in Cape Cod this weekend, so I'm not going to be in the city. I'm taking the weekend off.
All right. You taking a horse with you?
No, unfortunately, just beach and food vacation.
Well,
yeah.
You and Brent Terhune, if you're outside, wear a big hat.
Yeah.
I always do.
Mayonnaise style.
Yeah, me too.
Sunscreen.
Thanks, Allie. It's always a great
Thank
pleasure.
you guys.
Hi, Allie.
That was very enlightening. So what did we decide to call our group? Christy, the letter you got, it was, we were called a gaggle of morons.
Gaggle, mingle,
Yes, a
mangle,
gaggle of
and-
morons.
A mangle of morons, and then a Griswold of morons.
How about a congress of morons? Oh, wait, that's already taken. Okay, I'm sorry. What do you got over there?
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. I've been keeping my compound safe for over 10 years now. I sleep better every night knowing Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me and if something or someone tries to break in and to send emergency help when I need it most. Simply Safe has exclusive science fiction sounding LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. They can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them police are on their way. You can have the same peace of mind that I and so many of our listeners already enjoy. Simply Safe offering Bob and Tom listeners 20% off a system. All you have to do is visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer, 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have Your Day in History. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos?
Parade
Oh, yeah.
of weirdos.
Oh, man, just a parade of delusion, just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polish rocks.
Really?
I know, surprisingly, not a huge line. in front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid, like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years? But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, you know, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick. It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
You know what bugs me about life?
What's that?
People who take reasonably simple task and make it incredibly complicated, like making a full-scale Broadway show production out of drinking iced tea. That to me is really.
What's your problem? Why can't I enjoy my iced tea over here?
No, you can.
Did you bring your thermos? I did bring my thermos.
Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture of the thermos sitting and Christy standing beside it?
Yes, so they can get the actual full
because seriously,
spectrum of how big this is.
Easily,
that's bigger than Christy's head.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That.
Christy could easily sit on that and watch a sporting event.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, what's wrong with having?
You know what? I think we should have her sit on it, and we'll caption it "Sun Tea."
He's going to read some article or some idiot friend, and when I find the idiot friend who told you about this cold iced tea, I'm going to punch him right in the face. I'm going to. Oh, well, you know,
who was that guy?
The best thing to do is to be in a separate studio because
Jeff, would you like a little glass of nice iced tea?
No, thank you.
It's delightful.
I love iced tea.
There's no ice in it, though.
No, not no.
God, no. That would make it.
Then it's not iced tea.
Watered down.
The ice would bruise the tea.
Yes.
No, the ice is in the cooler.
I quit. I quit.
Can we get a picture of the iced tea?
How much does this add to your morning? You had such a bad morning, you said.
Are you getting up extra early now to make your tea?
No, the tea was made last night in the car when I left this morning.
Oh.
In the car? Somebody put it in the car?
I did.
You put it in the car?
You put it in the car?
Last night.
Last night.
Yes.
How did you?
It's crazier than I thought.
I thought it was supposed
Three
to.
letters come to mind. OCD.
Those.
Definitely.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was supposed to brew in the refrigerator.
That's old technology.
Only with Tom, the OCD is in capital letters with big lights around each.
I thought the tea was supposed to brew in the refrigerator overnight.
Tom's taking it a new step, I'm sure. Well, why not have it brew?
I call it not OCD. I call it CDO because I want the letters in alphabetical order. Did you get a lot? I mean this in kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who went to party with
Rod,
them?
Rod
There's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii. He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did. You know?
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys were like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that'd kind of be a buzz. Kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. So we used that one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from. Oh. Hey, that's my record, man.
In the drummer's seat.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, and Josh, Ace, Willie Griswold, and Tom's here. We have our special guest to say goodbye to.
He is comedian Brent Terhune, and Brent is going to be in Des Moines coming up this Friday and Saturday at the Funny Bone. Excuse me, at the wait a minute.
Funny Bone.
Funny Bone. Okay, and then the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio, Friday, September 13th. But this Friday and Saturday, Des Moines Funny Bone. Sorry for screwing that up. Sorry to hear about your mom.
Yeah, it's all right. Thanks for bringing that up.
Again?
Yeah, we'd kind of gotten by it.
Yeah,
but that's good.
Do you sell her stuff? I mean,
Sold the car because last time I was here, I was trying to sell the car.
That's
so
right.
I figured
I remember that.
the best way to honor her memory was for you to give me $5,000, and she's been honored. So
good.
You did sell the car.
Yeah, sold the car, yes, to a lovely couple. But we were talking earlier about her with the phones. She got that iPhone, but then TV's loud as possible. So this is a real text I got from her because it picks up her and the text. So she voice text, "Hey, baby boy, what have you been up to? I've just been refilling my hummingbird feeders. I haven't seen too many of them this year, probably because in the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories, sugar water."
I love it when it picks up on that. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Brent. Once again, this weekend, Friday and Saturday, Des Moines at the Funny Bone with Brent Terhune. Time now to...
Let's start with baby steps. Do you know which knob it is to turn up or down?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
that's half the battle.
Okay.
And you know down is lower and up is louder.
Okay. On this date in history, it was August 28th, even then.
Yeah. That's how it usually works.
Son of a gun.
This one's appropriate for a curtain, for a certain film, rather, that is in the theaters as we speak. In 1884, the first known photograph of what was taken?
A tornado.
Correct, Christy Lee. Do you know who took it?
Some guy with a camera.
Steve Tornado.
Bill Paxton.
It's a finger
Glenn
of
Powell.
God.
No, I don't know.
By F.N. Thompson.
Now, how would we know that?
Well, if
you sure you don't mean Effin Thompson?
He's pretty effing famous in the world of him. He had the first photo, 1884, the first photograph of a tornado. Took his camera out for a spin. How about this one?
You know what?
Here's an overrated.
No. Here's the thing. You don't just. You're having a good time.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
His last photograph, by the way, an avalanche. Okay. This is always, I thought, was so overrated. In 1965, Bob Dylan got booed for playing an electric guitar.
Why is it overrated?
Blah, 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 blah.
Seems like right up your alley, actually.
Yeah, he was a voice for the acoustic all across, and he went crazy. Oh, man, they did not like it.
They got over it quickly. Maybe they weren't booing. Maybe they were just saying, Bruce,
they should have had
anticipating.
you, maybe they should have had you host it, and you just yelling, "Gil, get over it," the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thanks, Bob. Let's see. Here we go. 1973, Marvin Gaye released, Josh, the album Let's Get It On. Now, what do you think that was referencing?
Sex.
No, that's where the UFC refs learned how to start the fights.
I see. It was Michael Buffer's original.
Let's get it on.
The record company, he originally had titled it Get Me Off, Babe, but the record company made him change
Get me off, babe.
You know who this is? You'll know this one, Josh. Jack Kirby, born on this date in 1917.
Yes. I do know who he is.
I know he's a superhero artist, but I'm not sure which
Superman,
one.
right?
Very good.
I had no idea.
Is it Superman?
Yeah, I think you identify me as a comic book guy, and I'm not one.
Yeah. Is it Batman?
Co-creator of the Fantastic Four, of the X-Men, and the Hulk.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's because you took me to one of those.
It was a horror hound convention. There was no comic book stuff.
Horror hound?
Yes.
Yes, but
I'm a horror nerd, not a comic.
Now you're a cat guy. Do they have pussy hound conventions?
That's very appropriate.
One of his cats is his mom's cat. You remember that story?
Remember? Thanks for bringing that up, Tom.
Ace, you'll know this one. 1956, Luis Guzman. Happy birthday. Know who he is?
Actor?
Yeah. Do you know what he's been in?
Not off the top.
Damn near everything.
Almost everything. Yeah.
Boogie Nights.
He's great in Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
He's one of those guys you go, oh, that guy.
He's a statue in the show Community.
Oh, yeah. How about this one? Scott Hamilton, born in 1958.
Oh, the skater?
The skater. They're doing a Broadway musical about him.
Oh,
really?
Are.
Calling it Scott.
Oh, interesting. Well, they had to, didn't they?
That's that Hamilton show?
Hamilton was taken.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday, Jennifer Coolidge. She's been on our studios.
She's very sweet.
She is
Jugsy,
the Milfy lady from.
But those
Stifler's
commercials,
mom.
Yes, those
Legally
commercials
Blonde.
she's in right now. Are they wearing thin on anybody? I mean, her being ditzy is real played. I don't know what these cards do. I don't understand it. All right.
On her birthday, chick.
Shut up.
On her birthday.
On Jennifer's birthday.
I don't know. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know this guy. Isn't this guy Army Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been in a lot of
He was
trouble.
the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
He's selling his truck.
No, that's Ernie.
Arlie
Ermy.
Arlie.
Oh, who did you say?
Army
Hammer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Isn't he the guy that got in trouble for saying he wanted to eat his girlfriend's flesh or something?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know what she looked like. I mean, we'd all wonder.
There's some cannibal thing going on.
Yeah, but they disputed all of that. He's
the
trying
House
to.
of Hammer or something.
He thought he was being sexy, I think.
Yeah,
it was just bizarre.
creepy.
I still say Man from U.N.C.L.E. deserves a look.
I agree.
I watched it. I enjoyed it.
Very entertaining.
He's in it.
2005. Happy birthday, Honey Boo Boo.
No.
Never watched that.
Of course not. You're a man of decent taste.
I understand it's about my roots, though. I guess the White Trash Family and the whole thing. So
I don't.
Is she still around?
Her mother.
yeah, her
her
mom.
mother has a show.
June.
Mama June.
Mama June.
From not to hot.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Ace Cosby, our resident. God, I don't know what you are. Okay.
That's
Thank
sad.
you. I'll have to not watch that. Thank you.
very
You're
much.
welcome.
Yes.
Well, thanks for joining us. Don't forget Brent Terhune this weekend.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that.
At the Des Moines.
Come on.
At the Des Moines
that's
Funny
an
Bone.
endorsement for
I'm
me.
on the way out the door, and that's how you speak to me.
At Willie
Stay home,
G.
it'll be
Willie
fine.
G. Friday at the Lincoln Lodge, Chicago. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. BobandTom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.